all over there, big man. Yep. There we go. We're in.
Right, B, you good?
Yeah, I'm good, baby.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's your boy Smee.
B.
B, how was your train journey down? Oh, because that was the main topic of last week's starting show.
Listen.
The amount of people that came to me and were like, "Are you sponsored by Trainline?" And I was like, "Why?" Because your boy's talking about his train journey. I was like, "Nah, he's not sponsored by Trainline."
Unless they want to sponsor me, you know what I'm saying? Like these train journeys ain't cheap. Anyway,
So
I have to thank God for.
Sure, it was like £12.
No, it was because Houston's closed. They're £36. Like that's a lot still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, no, it was good. I fell asleep at the last moment, and then the wheelchair man saved me. Like
The wheelchair man?
The wheelchair man. I called him wheelchair man. I don't know his name.
Oh, his friend?
I saw. No. He's just a random person. Man.
So wait a minute. You called the guy in a wheelchair man?
What do you want me to call him?
All right.
Anyway, so anyway, so I've woken up. The train stopped. We're undercover, so I'm like, oh yeah, we're here. But the only reason the train's still at the station is because they're trying to get this wheelchair passenger on. So as they're trying to get him, I've realised, I'm like, oh, let me get out of here. Let me move.
Are you at the window?
Yeah, I'm at the window. And then I'm looking at the people I travelled up with. No, I don't know these people. I don't know them, but because we're sitting all close together.
You're all Londoners. You're all Londoners.
No, they going to Reading.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really know about them. But we're all sitting this close, so I'm like, yeah, we know each other, you know. So if I fall asleep, don't let nobody rob me. Do you know what I'm saying? One of them ones, right? Anyway, so we get to the States. Like, it gets to that point, right? And then I realised I need to get up out the thing because like everyone who was supposed to get off the stop, they've got off. The train just would have left already, apart from this man getting on. So I'm pushing past my guy right here like this, and then they're coming on this way, and then they've seated the wheel person, man. I'm like, get out of the way, man.
Just push the disabled person out the way.
All I'm saying is, if I didn't do what I had to do, I wouldn't be here.
Right, okay,
that would be a problem.
That would
be a problem.
I'll give you blessings for that.
But apart from that, I'm blessed.
Bro, do you know the worst thing ever? When I was travelling from Brum to London, or Brum to Windsor, and the one time I fell asleep on the train, but I woke up on a man's shoulder. Bro, like the man was sitting next to me, and I was fully just like, and he just let me sit there.
Do you know how scary that is?
Bro, I think because I was in combat, I was in military combat. I don't really understand.
He's like, you've worked hard enough,
You've done your duty, sir. You rest your head on, your weary head on my shoulder.
Oh, man.
And then I slathered it on his jacket, bro.
No.
I slathered on his jacket.
Do you know what's weird? Like that's happened to me. You know, obviously people get dropsy like when they're sleeping next to you. Like, I just give them the shoulder, like, and then they realize, oh, I'm sorry, I'm tired, right? And then it's understandable, it's cool, just we're
don't
not
do
like
it again.
That. Yeah. You've fallen asleep on this man, and he's like, oh, my man was stroking your head.
I bet he stroked my head.
Got some pictures of you
like my new bae, just.
Oh, man.
Beer life
I'm
and
sorry.
stuff. I bet you once will get it some grinder page. Just looking for a new man. Mine fell asleep.
Oh,
just
man, just catfishing people out here.
Yeah.
Just like, I remember.
And then
you.
there was another time. What happened the other time? There was something crazy happened another time. Somebody was in the toilets trying to skip their journey. By being in the toilets, and the guy the train conductor was like, right, we're stopping the train here at Reading.
Yeah.
And if you're not moving till the police come out, you come out. And then the guy came out with shit all down his leg. He waited till he was shitting pants and then come out.
What, do you think he did that?
That just to prove
that's
point.
dedication.
And then he was like, you know what? I've got diarrhea. You're trying to push me out. And the guy was like, oh, sorry, sir. And the guy was like, yeah, you want to be. He's went back into the toilet, cleaned himself up, came back out, tried to sit next to me.
Oh,
I was like, mate, you want to go away from. I was like, seat's taken.
Do you know what? That's karma. That's karma. Because I remember you telling me what happened? You must have been at home. What happened? You must have been at home. Someone was knocking on your door, and you've come out naked. Hey, what's the problem? What was it?
No, so we moved into our house.
Yeah.
And I've got this thing where I'm very protective about me and mine, right? I'm not going to lie. So if it belongs to me or if it's my property, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
So me and my girl just moved in together in our house. And she wakes me up. I sleep naked, by the way. I'm out here, butt naked. It was summer. I was just relaxing, right? So I keep just for anybody that wants to get it, I keep a big old Rambo knife under the bed. Right? Just letting anyone know. There's a baseball bat behind the door. There's a Rambo knife under the bed.
But he would never use those for legal reasons. We're just saying
only for self-protection. In the state of I get robbed. If you come into my house, I don't care what any law says. If you're in my house, you're not there to do me good.
Yeah, I was about to say that. We don't have self-defense in this country, you know. It's stupid.
But then in Australia, a guy can kill somebody on their land and bury them and nothing's said. Somebody comes onto your land, you kill them and bury them, and the guy's like, "Oh, did you see a gingerhead African geezer running around out here?" Like just stealing sheep. I don't know why. I was trying to hit every stereotype there, but I just couldn't get it all in.
Oh man!
But you could just bury him. Oh yeah, he's in that ditch over there.
I would.
With the spray
have
paint
that service, you know. I'd be like, invite someone to here. Like, say there's a fake party, right?
Oh, bro, listen, you're that geezer, you know. You're that geezer that laws get used on. You're like, yeah, I use it to the best of my ability. Just
loophole, baby, loophole, man. Come on.
Anyway, so my girl said to me, I can hear a noise and we'd only be in the house like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
So I don't remember this part what I'm about to tell you.
Yeah.
All I remember is this part I'm about to tell you. Sorry, I messed that up there. So I remember waking up in the middle of our new street, barefoot, naked with the knife.
You don't remember this part?
No, this is the part I remember.
Okay,
I woke up.
Right.
So I woke up naked in our street with the knife.
Okay.
But the knife was like running down my arm, like I was ready, like full on, like militant. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But my girl said I ran downstairs, checked every room, checked the bathroom, ran the back garden, ran round the outside of the house, round to the front. She came out like, "What you doing?" I was like, "Where are they?" She's
Nick still just like this.
Yeah, wait, whoa! It was more. He was like, yeah, you understand? He was swinging. But yeah, that just proves. I think what you do when you don't realize you're doing things is who you are as a person. And I'm a straight out here killer. I'm out here just a killer.
Okay, nobody died though.
No one died, but if there was someone in my premises, they would have got it.
Okay, all right.
I'm just saying. I eat ears and noses of robbers for fun.
Is that's you?
That's you. Nose and ears of robbers for fun.
Alright, cool. No one's coming around.
No one's coming around my house, bro. Big old 6'2", 16.5 stone white guy run down the stairs with dick swinging and a knife, tattoos all over in the wrong place. It's just like, what the fuck is this? Hair sticking up like a cockatoo. Because you know all this is kept under control.
Oh man.
B. No. This week we're going to talk about men.
Okay.
But in the premise of men in relationships or getting into relationships.
So starting off from dating, what would it?
Not even dating, just chatting to girls to start with.
Okay.
Because you're not going to be dating to start with, are you?
Okay, yeah,
but
fair on.
Approaching a lady.
Okay.
Or approaching a girl, like not get it twisted, and putting it on her.
Okay.
And can I just say, sorry, Big, before I state this, this isn't anything or everything that we've done. We've been in the military, we've worked security, we've got a lot of guy friends. We're just compelling all of our stories and all of our knowledge into one, and we're just giving you the best insight of what we know. We're not experts on dating. We're not experts in the bed. Wait, he's not expert in the bedroom.
Don't lie like this. Don't lie. I've got my phone's right there, you know.
I'm not. Don't call your girl, please.
Okay, I'm about to say. I'll put it down. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But
so. What I want to start with is a question somebody asked me quite a few years ago. And they were like, how are you so comfortable around women? And I was in a relationship at the time, and they were just asking me, this was not too many years ago, and they were asking me, how come you can talk to other women when you're in a relationship, like casually?
Yeah.
And he was saying that he can't openly talk to women. He hasn't got conversational skills. So but when he's talking to guys,
was he in a relationship as well?
No, he was single at the time.
Okay, cool.
But he was just saying that he can't openly talk to women.
So how did he? So how does he normally get women?
Wasted. Find someone wasted.
Fair one. Okay.
Like a lot of the population do.
I just want to understand. Cause I don't know about this.
So I just said to him, look, just talk to girls. Unless you've got an agenda with a woman, talk to her the same way you would talk to a guy. Just be a bit more polite.
Fair one.
And don't pull your dick out.
I don't know how he did that in the first place, but yeah.
But do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand. I don't know. It's different for everybody because I think we develop that from young. Actually, no. I'm talking about more from my background, right?
Right. Okay.
So I'm from a Jamaican background, and we go to I don't know. There's more like quite a few parties or family gatherings, right? And music is a big part of our culture.
Right. Okay.
So dancing and things like that, or just the vibe. Like if you go to to one of our function now. It's just a vibe. Like I'll just dance on my own. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the confidence from that just flows over to natural conversation, because you normally draw people to you.
So from someone that has never been to a Jamaican family gathering,
yeah.
When I hear you say family gathering, I'm thinking cousins, nephews, nieces.
Yeah, and then obviously people bring along different friends and stuff like
right,
that.
Okay,
That's what I mean. Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
So it's like a party vibe, and everyone just kind of brings a couple of people along.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is that's probably because I went to all boys school. So my interactions with women or girls at that time, was that way when I'm feeling, when I've got that confidence about me, and talking to them is nothing. Well, talking to them is just we're just talking, and then next thing and the next thing. Because my dating phase, I wasn't my dating phase. Right, I don't want to say I was. Listen, rejection for me is nothing.
No.
Like if nothing's happening with me and you, and you're cool. There's so many other people.
Yeah.
And I think that's what stops guys going up to speak to somebody. The fear of rejection. I think as we get older, it's a bit worse. But when I was younger, it was cool. I'd speak to this girl, like she weren't having it. That's cool. Rejection, blah. This chick, I'm speaking to her, whatever. This chick, all right, and we're vibing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a big deal for me.
Yeah.
But I do understand that some people, that first initial contact is a bit scary. I don't know how to tell a man like, oh yeah, this is what you do, because I'm saying what I would do, and that's easy.
I do think as a youngster, I think a lot of pressure is on you to lose virginity, have a girlfriend, all that kind of thing. But I feel like once I don't think anybody can give you any advice on that part of life.
Yeah, it's
I
hard.
think it's like going through puberty. Like you can't. They're things that nobody can get you ready for. Everyone can say, "Oh, it's like this, it's like that, or I like the other."
But it's the way you experience it.
It's the way you experience it, and the way that you interpret it yourself, the way that you go about handling your situation. But I do believe after you've got through puberty and like the end of secondary school and going into like either sixth form or college or uni or going into an apprenticeship, whatever you're going to do. I mean, like the next stage of life after you come out of school.
Yeah.
I feel like that's then when you're going to become the person that you're going to be.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, I know you kind of tweak. We both have changed a lot since we were 18.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Obviously.
But I believe the fundamental values of how you treat women and how you...
Yeah, they're kind of ingrained in
you.
Yeah.
But you only ingrain them into yourself. So I don't feel like anybody...
from your experiences, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I don't think anybody... Like, my grandparents, they got together when like I think they were like 16, 17. And they're still together now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think when... And this is no disrespect to people now, but I think we're going to see very few of that compared to the olden days.
But
I think
it was a bit different. Like, the world's always been the same size, but the world was smaller then. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Social media and stuff.
Me and you can speak to somebody in China or Australia. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and their towns were smaller. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even if the temptation was there to cheat or something like that, or go off with another girl, it was a bit more complicated. Do you know what I'm saying?
But I just mean like the family values like that I grew up on with like my grandparents. That was instilled into me as a youngster that you
stay with somebody.
Yeah. So you stay with somebody, or not even stay with somebody, but because I would never tell somebody to stay in a bad relationship.
Yeah. But that's the goal. That's
not the goal to stay with someone, but just to have that thing like. My granddad would get in at a certain time, his tea would be ready. I mean, then I'd want to go to the shops, my granddad would be in the car. Like, they kind of knew each other, do you know what I mean? And I think you only get that as you go through life.
Yeah.
And as you do get into a long-term
I want to touch on that, but when we get onto, like, in a relationship.
Of course. But back, sorry, I just went off on a tangent there, I do apologise. But when you were younger, the pressures that is put on you for society now with Instagram, Facebook, any social media, and you see the guy out with this Instagram girl and he's in his Lambo and he's doing this thing. I think the expectations of life in general is just really high.
Yeah, but bro, do you know what? I think it's easier for them now, you know? I'm telling you, it's easier. Like, don't get me wrong, if I was single or when I was single and I was within this age bracket, Instagram was out, I can't remember how... I would feel a way to DM somebody, right? But now it's like, I'm pretty sure people just DM people and whatever. Do you know what I'm saying?
People just spam DMs these days.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, even though that option was open to me, it wasn't really something that I did. I still met girls like in social situations.
Like clubs and bars.
Oh yeah.
Coffee shops, things like that.
Anywhere
Yeah.
you can talk. Like so, I met my current partner. It was mad. Like I went to a family function. It was my niece's birthday, I think, and I met her there. Like we just hit it off, and then we're still together now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I really think it's easier for them because I obviously I had to put in work on the spot. Same way you had to put in work.
Yeah.
There's a picture on I think it's on my Instagram, and I said the part of what was it? The part of hard work that you don't see. My guy was blue hoodie. I can't remember if it's up. We're at lunch. I think this is around 12 or 10 o'clock. My man's like this, just like this, fully sleeping. He's been up since
3 days or something.
Yeah, for 3 days, no sleep.
Just chatting, putting work in, things like that.
Yeah,
but then I've been at work in the day. That was the problem.
So we touched down in Switzerland. We were living that life. It was nice. Switzerland is beautiful. If you ever get a chance to go somewhere, go visit it. He put in so much work. It was unbelievable. We'll probably address it another time. But he's with this partner now.
Yeah, I'm with my girl still now.
Like, he put in a lot of work. I wish you could see it to see. Do you know what I'm saying? Like just to equate what you've done.
But that's do you know what? I think that's a problem as well in today's society is no one's willing to put in any work. See, if a girl makes you high, but if you want to get, I believe, if you want to get with not a good girl, but if you want to get with a girl that is right for you, you have got to work for it. You can't just if I go up to a chick in a club now, right? Let me just say say I'm a single guy, right? I'll go up to a chick in a club and she's like, "All right, shall we go back to yours?" I haven't even bought her a drink. Am I gonna feel a certain way about her if a girl's like dancing, having a drink? I take her for a taxi. She's like, "No, you're not getting in the taxi with me." But here's my number, and then I take her on a date later on. Am I gonna feel a different way about if I get with the first chick to get in with the second chick?
Initially, yes, but then everyone has their own character. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the truth. Like,
yeah, but I feel like this is me personally. I think it's always going to be in the back of your head as how you got with the first chick. So easy. No. And then when she goes out, you're gonna be like, oh, how is she with geezers around when I'm not there? Do you know what I mean?
I hear that, but I don't just judge you off the first encounter that I had with you, even though it was good. But like I don't think
damn right it was
should...
good. Walked in your room, told you to shut the fuck
up. He never like I can't even remember. All I remember, Brett was there. We went to the gym and we started fighting. I remember Brett did a flying arm.
No, a flying fucking.
It was arm bar, wasn't it?
No, it was a triangle.
Anyway,
the man put his leg round the back of my neck, the other one over the top of my shoulder, while he was in midair, grabbed my arm, and I was like, ah, like doing the chicken dance.
Man, when Brett is like he's a good friend of ours. Ain't seen him for a while.
We haven't spoken to him for a long time. But he's a friend of ours in the military.
Like do
you know there's that one certain guy that does everything that you said you're gonna do. This guy went away and done like kung fu. And
he was living like Ken and Ryu. That's how.
Yeah,
that's how he was living.
Yeah, he lived that life. He was just living. Oh, bro.
Oh, yeah. But
sorry.
Yeah, sorry, we're off on a tangent. Like I said, I don't think. All right, you can't base your whole opinion off that one meeting of a person. Don't get me wrong. Like you're gonna. That might be in the back of your head, but when you get to know the person, you're like, all right, then. You could even ask them, like, why did you go home with me on a first try? Yeah. She could be like, do you know what, there was something about you, or like the way, I don't know, or I was having a bad night, or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like because a lot of women do that to us.
But do you know what I dislike as well is when a girl puts herself out there and says like, oh, he's not messaging me back, he's not doing this, not doing that, and then like you'll hear that you slept with him the first night. That there's called a one-night stand, but girls don't seem to understand that that's what that is. And guys need to understand if they put themselves in a situation where they think that they're interpreting to this girl that they're going to do something, then they can't just be stringing girls along, especially not in 2018.
Bro, I don't want to say I don't care, but that's. We both have our goals, right? Most guys' goals is to beat, right? Like that's just the truth. That's just the truth. Yeah. Like
especially young lads,
Yeah, like women,
even some older guys.
Yeah, no. But it's just it is what it is. It is what it's like. Sex is good. We all like sex.
Yeah.
That's at the end of the day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
If we can get sex, we'll do what we can get to get sex, right? So women, you should let the guy know. Do you know? Like I want a relationship. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not saying it's gonna be with you, but we'll see where it leads. Do you know what I'm saying? To let the guy know, like there's a line that brought me so much clarity, right? Like in love, like in relation to love, with the truth, you can never be wrong, but in a lie, you can always be right, right? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just say it. I remember the time I felt the most relief is when I started telling girls the truth.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I felt the most relief.
Yeah.
I was like just tell them what you want, and there's no mix match. Most girls you'll get no. Most girls you'll get like, oh no, I don't want that. You like, you know, it's cool. You do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do.
That there gets you the perfect relationship because you're putting time in.
No. But I'm saying this is what I did near the beginning of my relationship, or how do I put this? I think just when I left the army, right, I had that revelation. I'm like, I'm gonna be truthful, right? Don't get me wrong. So it hurts. It does. Some feelings will get hurt, right?
Yeah, of course.
But it's good for your soul. Fuck it.
No, 100%.
It's good for your soul. But like I said, in telling the truth, you can never be wrong. But no. I can be the perfect guy if I lie. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you've got to know what the other person wants. If they want sex and you don't, and that's all they want, that's cool. But if that's not what you want, you got to let them know, and you lot move on. There's so many people to find. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You might be letting go, like I might be letting go a girl that, in my eyes, is a 10 or something like that. Whatever that claims to be for me. Do you know what I'm saying? But I can find somebody else who wants what I want instead of stringing this girl along, because it's gonna end bad for both of us.
Yeah.
I don't think I have too many, I think that's why you see a lot of exes that just like, oh, that's my ex. And just talk about like that. And for the longest time, I never used to have that. I never used to have like, oh yeah, like that's my ex. You know what I'm saying? Like that hatred.
Yeah.
But I think try to be truthful in what you want from each other. I think that's why Tinder is banging out here, because you know what I'm saying? Like everyone goes there for what they want. I know I'm gonna meet this chick, and then we know what the site's for. Like to hook up at
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's why, because the cards are on the table.
Hooper, do me a favor. Bring up how many relationships through Tinder have turned into marriage.
Okay, so
sorry, go on. No, just while we're talking about this, go on.
And then, obviously, this is a bit further into. So we're more on dating now, but I don't think you should let societal pressures control the speed of your relationship or the direction of your relationship in terms of, Smee, how many times have you been at a function or whatever, and then somebody comes up to you and your missus and like, oh, like, so when you getting married? Because that's happened to me so many times. Do you know, I don't let outside influences or what you're expected to do.
I was going to bring that up as we go along.
Yeah, sorry. So we'll get back. So we're on dating. Sorry, go on.
So no, we're on just meet. We're still on just meeting. Yeah, just meeting people. Yeah. So just meeting and dating's kind of the same thing. It kind of goes into when you meet a girl, don't give up. There's too many people now that there's these young lads that are renting out Lambos for the weekend and trying to impress girls and do their thing. That's fine, but you're giving that girl the wrong impression, because when you turn up in your Golf 1 litre and the girl's expecting a Lambo and she's like, oh, where's the Lambo? And you're like, oh, it's in the shop. And you're like, yeah, in the showroom. No, like, do you know what I'm saying?
He's not lying. It's in the shop.
It's in the shop. But like, don't go as a way as where you're like pulling out 50s and you work, you like, and listen, I've got no disrespect about anyone working a 9 to 5. I've worked many 9 to 5s myself. I've worked dead end jobs. I understand the struggle. The struggle is real. But don't go out with your whole month's wages on the first weekend. We've done it. Yeah. We've been out on not to get birds. We've never done that money thing. No, I've never flashed money for a bird ever in my life. Ever. I never would. Right? But you go out and you've got your whole 1,800, $2,000 that you made in that month through overtime. You've spent 500 on the car for one night, and you've got the other 1,500 in 50s in a money clip you bought off Amazon, looking like a bad man in your Louboutins that you paid for over the odds of. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But given that perception, But then when you actually come to meet somebody you like, you can't keep up that, and then you get stressed. And this is why I don't know the exact numbers, but suicides of young people these days is very, very high because of that social pressure.
Yeah.
But a lot of these people are putting themselves in these situations. I'm not saying all of them, but a lot of them are.
But do you know what it is? I hear what you're saying. You don't need to do that. But these girls, that's what
They're not the girls you want to meet, though. If you pulled up in a Lambo to your family function, would your girl look at you a different way than what she does now?
No, she might. No, she knows me. She loves me for me. Do
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I'm saying? But yeah,
you've just got a great relationship. You know where each other stand. You know when you're going to do your own thing. You know when
I
you're
think
going to do
I'm
your
a
thing
bad
together.
example. Like we're bad examples to use that on.
Yeah. But I know, working in private security, I've seen many people turn up in a Lambo or a Rolls on the weekend, and them not living that life.
But you not. But don't get me wrong. It has a. That's what I'm saying. These girls, the guys don't do it because, like, if I could just go to somewhere in my flip flops and get chicks, why am I gonna get a suit? Do you know what I'm saying? They do it because that's what these girls want. Don't get me wrong. Like you said, they're looking for the wrong girls.
Yeah.
Or they're looking in the wrong place, or like, I don't know, but that's what these girls want.
I don't know if you remember, but when we were in the army years ago, one girl turned around to me and she was like, she come up and she was like, "Oh, do you want to buy me a drink?" And I was like, I said,
"Oh man!"
So straight away, my reaction to this, I hadn't had too many drinks, so my reaction was, "Do you want to buy me a drink?" And she was like, "What?" And I said, "But there's no. If you're interested in me, why am I going to buy you a drink?" I said, "Because you either do one or two things. If you're going to turn around and say no because you weren't interested, you just want a free drink, you've been doing it all night to every other guy, or you're going to be like, oh, my man's a good-looking geezer out here and he's check shirt and looking nice, and I'm going to buy him a drink." Out of all the times I've ever pulled that on girls, do you know how many times a girl's bought me a drink? Once.
Do you know what it is? Because girls can get away with that stuff because these guys let them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know how many women?
Many guys out here that.
Right, listen, do you know how many girls are out there and they say, "Oh, look, I've only got £15. I'm going out tonight."
That's why it gets me. It gets me angry. It gets me angry. So only because they do it because there's guys that they can do it to. So then they go on with this inflated perception of self, and then they go around like trying to par people off.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So when I have got parred off, I'm like, cool. Like I'm going over. Do you know what I'm saying? Like guys, honestly, I don't normally look at the cat. Don't stop it. Like do you know? No, for real. Because we tell girls like, know your worth. Do you know what I'm saying? But honestly, guys, know our worth, man. Tell these not know.
Is a girl's worth though a double vodka Red Bull like that? See what I'm saying? And she's like, "Oh no, Grey Goose, I don't do Smirnoff." But I swear to God, beat the shit out of you. Tell me what kind of vodka you get you. You're getting water and Red Bull now, and I'm gonna pretend that's vodka.
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, vodka and Red Bull.
Yeah, but you know what? Exactly what he said. Like, gents, you need to be out here knowing your worth. You need to put on a price how much your self-respect's worth, because you do see a lot of guys out here struggling to impress girls, and then even when they go on second date, third date, they're still trying to impress them.
Yeah,
and then what goes wrong is the girl will turn around and say, "Oh, why we're not doing this night?" "Oh, I can't afford it." And she's like, "Oh, what do you mean you can't afford it? I thought you were living that life because that's what you showed me."
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it comes back to bite you in the arse at the end of the day. You got to be 100. That's why when I got all my girl, I was 100% honest with her from the start. Like you said, be honest. And me and my girl are at the point now. People think it's funny because me and my girl aren't blind. We understand, and we're going to get more into this when we go into relationships, but we understand that there is other good-looking people in the world, so we won't pretend that there isn't other good-looking people. She'll say to me, "Oh, look, he's a good-looking guy," or "She's a good-looking girl," and I'd say, "Oh, yeah, she's punching, he's better looking," or "He's punching, she's better looking," and we'll have that. We'll be on holiday, we'll be in the middle of the Bull Ring, we'll do anything, we'll be chatting like that, sitting in Starbucks, because we understand.
It's the truth, yeah.
But you know what? I know guys that are in relationships where if they're swiping down their page and there's a girl comes up on like a muscle and fitness page, and there's like a girl with her abs out and stuff in a pair of hot pants, gym bird, they'll be like, "Who's this? Why is this on your Instagram? Why is this on your newsfeed?"
Yeah.
Wait, I don't know. I follow Gymshark, and it's on Gymshark's thing, and it's like, "Oh, you need to delete Gymshark right now. Not if you're looking at that." Wait, girl, you've obviously you're feeling a way about yourself. You might have had a kid or two. You're not happy with your body. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not his fault that that's ended up on his newsfeed.
Yeah, but that's what I've had this conversation. What you tell me? What's the purpose of Instagram?
to view an insight into other people's lives.
Bro, all you can really do on there's not too many things you can do on Instagram. You can message people, but that wasn't the purpose, because you can message people if anything. You can send videos to each other. That's really not the purpose. But it's about putting up pictures and liking pictures. So you can't get angry at somebody for liking a picture, because that's the purpose of Instagram. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Like, I understand. Like I said. Like you said, like, there's other good-looking people out there.
Yeah.
If my missus clicks on a picture of somebody else, cool. Do you not, like, it's Instagram. Like, it's not. I don't. I know my missus with me. Like, I don't know, because it's not a problem for me. Me trying to grasp my head around it is like.
Do you know the best way to put it is, right? I put it in this. This is the terminology that I use in my relationship, right? If my girl's gonna go and do something, just let me know.
Okay.
If you're going to feel a certain way about someone, let me know, because you're not feeling that way about me anymore. Because I know that I wouldn't do that to you. And we're in a relationship, so don't feel like that. Like, don't do that to me. So if you're looking at a guy and you're like, and it gets a little bit more than just thinking he's a good-looking guy, then let me know, because there's either a problem that we might be able to fix, or there's a problem that we can't fix. And we've been honest for like that since day dot. Do you know what I mean? So if there's a problem, we say there's a problem. Can we fix it? Yes. Right, this is how we fix it. Not that there has been problems, we're just saying.
That's. I wanted to talk about that later, like the dynamic.
There's a lot going on later, you know. There's a lot going on later. I don't know where all this later is coming on. Just Hooper's quickly found this. By the way, guys, if we say Hooper's our tech audio search guy. I'm just going to put him out there like that. We're going to call him the man with no face, because you're never going to see him on anything. This guy's invisible on social media.
He's like the first black James Bond. Can't show
I was going to say more like what's that guy called that wears the mask in the V for Vendetta? What's that guy called?
It's V.
Yeah, he's the V. He's like, my man's like cool. The V. Yeah, but if you find a picture of Hooper on social media and you can send it to us, we will send you a free T-shirt.
Yeah.
We will send you a free T-shirt. If you find, and the T-shirts are dropping soon, by the way, and there's going to be limited amounts. So when they drop, we'll let you guys know, and we'll sort that out. And also, next episode, we're going to be doing it's going to be a Kevin Hart special.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, Kevin Hart special.
It's the night after Kevin Hart. What are you going to do there?
Oh no, I was going to say the ticket giveaway as well.
Yeah, the ticket giveaway is going to be on the Kevin Hart night. So for the Jake Hadley fight on the 13th. So we're going to
15th.
Is it the 15th?
I'm pretty sure it's the 15th.
I think it was the 13th, but we'll double check.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh no, it is the 15th. You're right. Yeah, he's right. He's right. It's the 15th.
Yeah.
So so that the next episode's going to be straight after the Kevin Hart gig.
Kevin Hart special. It's like
we messaged Kevin Hart the other day, by the way. I wasn't going to bring it up, but we messaged Kevin Hart, and
we're not going to tell you until
right.
We'll probably drop something on Instagram, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so something. Just watch the Kevin Hart special, because yeah, that's all I'm going to leave it at. I'm just going to leave it at there, right? Anyway, so Hoopers came up with the stats on Tinder. So let me just see. So no more than 1 to 2 dates is 23.7%. Less than 6 months, I think that must mean meeting up, is 14.5%.
So I think this is how long they're together. So yeah. Less than 1 to 2 dates. That's it. That's 23.7%. Like we said.
And then and then less than 6 months dating is 14.5. Between 6 months and a year is 7.2. Longer than a year is 14.7. Forever, we got engaged or married, is 13.6.
Yeah. Do you know? And then there's the biggest percent is 26.3. That's other. I don't know what
that means. It got palmed. That means they had sex and that was it.
Yeah.
That's all that was.
Yeah, could be.
That's all that was. They had sex and then left it. So that's over a quarter.
So,
So what that proves there is that there is more people. So people are using these dating apps properly.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're getting out of them what they want.
Yeah, I think it's quite impressive that people are the percentage of people that stay together from them dating apps, because it's not really what it was there for. I don't want to say death. 'Cause I don't know what that included. Like, if it included either Tinder, Match, because I think Match is more of a long term thing.
Yeah, I don't
like
know
Match.com, and I can't think of any other ones, or Plenty of Fish or stuff like that. But that's a big way of people meeting each other.
But
now.
can I just say something? There's been a program on recently. I forgot what the program was called, but people were saying that they're sick of meeting people on these apps because they're not the people that they want to be meeting. So then more people need to go out and do whatever they enjoy and find someone that way.
That's exactly
See if
what
I
you
like
just
rock
said.
climbing. See if I like rock
exactly
climbing. I want to find somebody that likes rock climbing. But do you know what? I've kind of got to pull it back a bit there because I don't believe that it's good for a relationship to get with somebody that you do everything with. Because me and my girl don't like anything the same. Apart from
good.
Probably Cineworld and Nando's.
All right.
Do you understand?
That's a good
and
combination.
holidays, Cineworld and Nando's are the only two things we like doing out together.
You can do them one after the other. That's cool.
I love loud music. She hates loud music. I love horror films. She hates horror films.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Food, we enjoy the same kind of food and all that. But I see where, like, if I was about to say, if you like rock climbing, go and meet a chick that likes rock climbing. Sometimes that doesn't work because you're in each other's space far too much. A friend of mine is a power lifter, and he met a bird powerlifting.
Yeah.
She was attractive for him. It was his type of girl. They got together. They were dating for a little while. Next thing you know, my man's like, she fucking won't leave us alone. She's round us all the time when I'm training. We're home together. We're eating together. We're doing our diet plans together. I'm like, but that's what you picked.
Yeah.
You picked a girl that was in that that circle with you.
Do you know the same thing? Like, I don't know someone personally like that, but I do know people who are like that, like powerlifters or
gym bodies. Yeah.
And then they do that, and then they got a nice relationship. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think don't get me wrong. There's no defined one size fits all. There's not.
No. Like, there's not a magic pill. It's like when people want to go gym and get big, and they're like, "Oh, how do I get big?" It doesn't. You got to do your own plan, your own body type. It's the same in relationships. You have to find what you need.
I think mostly from this, you need to take what relates to you. Do you know what I'm saying? There might be something that me and Smee say that we gloss over, or it might be a big thing. But you need if that relates to you or that gravitates you. Do you know what I'm saying? Take it. Do you know what I'm saying? There's so much. Like I remember Jake saying last week in the interview that he was just listening to his dad and like he learned so much from him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like just through talking. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's so much you can take from different relationship advice. Like it's not one size fits all. So that might, like what Smee said, his relationship works that him and his partner love a few things, but most of their things they spend apart. So the time that they have together, they cherish. Or even when they're in the house, they can both do their own thing because that's what me and my girl do.
Yeah.
And I understand it. Like I love PlayStation, so I'll be chilling. And then there's one time she was like, "Oh yeah, let's get a game together." I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
It doesn't work.
But no.
Her character's going like this on the screen. Yeah. She's like, "Oh look, mine's doing a backflip." You're like, "No, you're not doing this properly. Get to the wall. She's like, "Where's the wall?"
No, I had to spar and kick her off the side, man. Listen, no. But we'll chill in each other's space, and she'll do her thing, and I'll do my thing, and it works.
And then when it comes to that chill out time on the sofa, you watch films, things like that. That's nice as well.
Yeah.
So on a more long-term relationship, kind of making things work. I think we kind of nailed it on the head there.
Yeah.
What you were saying, just kind of be in each other's space, but not. Find your own avenue.
Yeah, exactly. Every relationship has their own dynamic, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Me and Smee do speak about like when I go through troubles or he goes through troubles, but his advice might not be what I'll do. Like he'll give me advice, this is what I'd do, and that's cool. He's telling me the truth, that's what he would do, but I'm not him. Like he might say something like there's times you've given me advice before.
Yeah.
And like I can't do that because I'm not you. Like the way you do it'd work out naturally.
But
Same way,
vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa. So you have to take advice and work it to the best of your ability in your relationship. There's not too, I don't know. There's dynamic is what it's about because everyone's different and societal pressures do not conform to societal pressures. Do you know what I'm saying? Because your relationship is unique. It's you and your partner, whoever that may be, right? You, like I said, there's been many a times that people have come up to me and my girl and like, oh, when you're getting married, or
bro.
going up to me. For me, I'm just gonna say, marriage doesn't mean nothing to me. I don't really, no, I don't respect the Constitution, but I don't. It it doesn't mean nothing to me. It doesn't show commitment or dedication or nothing for me because I'm gonna be with my girl regardless. I don't need to take that step. Don't get me wrong. I like weddings, but I like the meaning of it. I like the celebration of
Everybody
my love.
getting round,
Do you know what I'm saying? My loved ones, your loved ones
yeah.
coming together and just celebrating us being together. I like that. But everything else about a wedding or not, I mean, about marriage, it does. When I look at it, or even when you even like I was saying to you, Smee, marriage is romanticized now, and even with diamond rings and stuff like that, it's a commercial business right now.
Everything's commercial though. Christmas, everything.
Yeah, no. I understand that, but before the act of giving away your daughter is romantic, but it wasn't before.
But when you go and tell
Yeah,
us,
it wasn't before. All it was is I have my daughter, and she's my responsibility. I feed her, I clothe her, she goes to work. But in my house, I look after the women. My son, he goes off and he does what he has to do. Do you know what I'm saying? But when a man comes along to meet my daughter, in the olden days, how marriage was, you meet her. You ask for her hand in marriage, and then I give her to you. I'm giving away my daughter because she's your responsibility.
And now you don't have to feed her, clothe her, look after her.
Exactly. That's what it was.
What were you telling me about the jewelry?
So I worked during my time in security. I worked in Stratford, and I met this. I think her name was Aisha. She was an Asian girl, maybe Muslim, or I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure of her background, but anyway, it was. In her tradition, she was speaking lovely about her husband. She's a lovely girl anyway. And she was saying, oh yeah, he's got to give me like gold or something, or jewelry to a certain value. And then I was like, oh no, that's beautiful. But what that come for, like same thing I was saying, with giving away your daughter, back then, like if the man runs off, she's fucked. She can't work, before she wasn't working. No, but most times it's the truth. Like she's fucked. So that's insurance. Do you know what I'm saying? That's insurance.
Yeah.
I'm giving you this just to let you know if I do run off on you, you've got some money to look after the kids and then to pay the bills and take care of yourself until the situation.
But why would they still do that now? Just because of it was heritage?
Because it's tradition. So
Tradition,
it's carried
sorry,
on.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, then that just made sense. Do you know what I'm saying? It was an insurance policy.
Yeah.
But now that it's not so, like women can work now, and there's the more equal opportunity, the more rights. Sorry, we're just in a modern world. It's just tradition is carried over. It's not really an insurance policy. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I do believe that when you look at it logically, that's something that makes sense.
No, that would just make sense. Hooper, what are you doing? What's Hooper on here?
What did he put? Old. So go on.
I'm sure before
Yeah.
they used to give an animal to the other family to take their wife. Because back in the day, a specific animal, I can't remember what it was, that's why I just typed in animal. I can't remember if it was a goat or a camel. One of them's disrespect and one of them's not.
Imagine a guy gives you disrespect.
Give someone's family an animal in exchange for their wife because that animal is valuable to them.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Creates produce for them and it's
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
He's right. I think it might be a.
If I've got a daughter and somebody brings an animal and that animal is disrespectful, bro, I'm gonna kill the animal and kill you. I don't give a fuck why you bring a disrespectful animal to my house. I'm not gonna take my daughter.
Hey man, woof.
Marriage and gifting animals. What you got, dog?
I think depending on where you come from in the world, it's what animal you get. 'Cause I think a cow would be valuable. Like milk you can get from it, the calf that it's gonna raise. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, what's this? Bride price.
So Daniel just got up.
Hooper just brought up.
What has he got up? He's got up.
It looks like an alien to me.
He's got up a page relating to the gifts of animals.
Right, we're going to come back to this. We'll come back to this. Anyway, so the last bit that I want to talk about on this subject is breakups. Because
lead off on this one.
I think there's too many people that break up in the wrong way.
What is
and
the
I'm
right
not.
way to break up to me?
I'm not an expert on this. Bloody hell, calm yourself down. But
Slayer out here, just savage, just savage. Like yo,
no, let's not
sit
get
him
it
down
twisted.
like an interview, babe. Just sit there. No, I don't want to hold your hand. Listen.
So, I believe if there's, so this isn't from my experience, but this is from friends' experiences and from me seeing how other people break up and how it could just be done so better, so in a better way.
Okay.
Because, like I said, if there's a problem in your relationship and you both know there's a problem, address that problem. If the problem's not fixable, leave. And just be like, look, we tried to sort this out. Wait a minute. Let me finish. So there's a problem. We tried to fix it. We couldn't fix it. Right, let's part ways. That would be a perfect breakup.
Okay.
People try and hold on.
Bro, because the way you talked about it, you can tell that you're a bit older and you probably had a business or you've been. No.
Just business on dumping bitches.
But you can hear it because that's an amicable breakup. Like if we were making money and you can see the returns, the diminishing returns, it's just not working. You keep your assets, I keep my assets. That's the way you're talking about it is like that's cool. But emotions involved, bruv. Most of the time in a relationship, somebody does. It's one person that wants to leave. Don't get me wrong. If like and even if one person does want to leave and they do it in that way, because emotions involved, sometimes the other person like nah. I'm like, from whatever it is, like it makes them think again. And like I don't want to be in this relationship because whatever reason, but I'm like I can see I'm really hurt. Like the state I'm gonna leave you in, I don't want to leave you in that state.
I understand.
You're just cold. You're gonna say some savage shit. That's what you're gonna say.
Do you know what I believe that I understand there's relationships involved, right? And everyone over the age of 21 has been hurt at some point. A majority of people, majority of people that are in relationships that isn't the first person they fell in love with have been hurt at one point, right? And I believe that you have to learn from. So what was that cool thing you said last week? The diamond thing.
It makes two things: pressure or cold. You know, like well.
What makes pressure or cold? Sorry, diamonds. No.
No.
And you fucked
pressure,
it up now.
Pressure
makes two things: diamond or shitty cool.
Pretty much.
So it's the same in a relationship. So the pressure in the relationship, if you don't deal with it, it's going to turn into a bad breakup. Somebody cheating, somebody getting hurt, that kind of thing, right? That's the way I see it.
Yeah.
But if you deal with the pressure, and you say, "This is," let's deal with this problem. Sorry, you're going to end up with a great relationship.
Yeah, but not everybody's at that point to make that informed decision. One, and when we boil it down, and then we're qualified. I don't want to say we're qualified, but in relationships,
we're old enough.
Yeah. We've been in relationships. We've got experience in relationships. When you look at it, there's different mental factors that go on. Do you know what I'm saying? Being around some like. Me, I say I can't remember the saying, but I say if you're lonely when you're alone, you're in bad company, right?
Yeah.
And I'm cool on my own.
I love my own company.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll be by myself all week, just chilling.
But some people are not like that. They need somebody next to them, and that's a not in a bad way, but it's just a mental thing. Like everything we can go through, that's something. Then there's all different mental factors that are in relationships, but we just say it's a relationship, we just class it as one thing. When you break it down, there's so many different things. I think you're just a colder person than me.
Do you know what?
Right.
It's not about being cold. It's about, and I'm not saying you're not straightforward, but I believe I'm very straightforward. Like if there's a problem, I want to sort it out. If there's like even to the point like if. Like, see, in my house, like, say, for instance, my girl's been home all week and I've been working away.
Yeah.
And I get back and, like, I'm trying to think of a scenario. I can't even think of a fucking scenario. Let me try and think, like, let's just make up a scenario. Let's say there's dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, babes, have you been working hard this week? Because, like, Like, you know what?
Dick.
This is going the wrong way. This is going the wrong way. Let me. I'm going to say, have you been busy this week?
Yeah.
Because I know my girl wouldn't leave dishes in the sink. So I'm going to be like, oh, there's dishes in the sink. Let me sort them out. Like, that's went the total wrong way. I can't think of how I want to put this. You know, it sounds fucked up when I try and put it like that.
You just got to put it the way you put it across. Like, if that's how you have to do it, how you can't speak from anybody other's.
I know, but I sound like a dickhead.
But it's cool. That's you.
Right.
That's
so
you.
if there's dishes in the sink, I'm gonna be like, babe, have you been working hard this week? Like, is there a reason like the dishes in the sink? I wouldn't say is there a reason there's dishes in the sink, but I'm like, there's a reason dishes are in the sink. So she's gonna say I've been grafting all week. I'm gonna say, right, I'm gonna put these dishes. I'm gonna sort these dishes out because I want them sorted. So in the terms of a relationship, I've done that such a wrong way.
Oh man. Sorry, I don't understand why you didn't clean the dishes if you had a problem with it. Then go, oh yeah, babes, like, why was there dishes in the sink?
No, because I want to know if there's been a problem. Are you being lazy?
Are you being lazy?
Are you being lazy? Or is
no, there was nothing.
I'm like, why are the dishes not clean? What are you doing? Clean out the dishes.
Just give it like what?
I gotta get this. You don't want to live under the stairs again, because I'll get that bed under the stairs for you. I swear to God, living that Harry Potter life. No, but what I'm trying to say, like, if my girl gets this, I'm gonna get beat the fuck out. I swear to God, I would never say to my girl, "Why is the dish in the sink?" Let me just. The analogy was there was something that I was thinking about. I'm gonna ask her. I'm gonna try and sort it out straight away. Okay. I'm not gonna let it run over. I'm not gonna be, oh, she didn't clean the dishes last week. Oh, she didn't clean the dishes this week either. I'm not going to let that problem build up. Do you understand?
No, I hear you.
And I'm making it mediocre by just calling it dishes. But
it could be anything.
If my girl's like talking to me a certain way, like she doesn't, but if she did, I'd be like, why are you talking to me like that? I wouldn't let it build up and build up and build up until it becomes this massive argument.
I tell you what, we had the opposite, right? And we were.
You washed the dishes.
No, do you know, I tell you what. I used to find washing dishes therapeutic, right?
I thought you were going to say sexy there. I was going to say, my man's got the marigolds in. Just like, oh, these suds are boiling up. Hand inside the cup, just cleaning out. Like, oh.
Yeah. I used to find it therapeutic, like when I lived at home, like obviously with my mum and that, right? I fucking can't stand that shit no more. I get pissed. Oh man. Anyway,
me and my girl.
Yeah. Sorry, it's just living with other people, like, and dishes. Sorry, go on.
Someone else put, you know what my most annoying thing, do you know, if you're washing the dishes, I don't wash, wait, hold yourself back, right, I don't wash dishes anymore, we've got a dishwasher, and it was in the house, when we're not posh, you got a dishwasher, it was in the house when we got the house, so, if I'm washing dishes in the sink, so say I'm at, like, somebody's, like, say I'm at my girl's family's house for Christmas, and I say, I'll wash the dishes. Yeah. And I'm washing the dishes, and man just comes and just drops a plate in. Why are you doing that?
Oh, man.
So I'm just like, it doesn't, it's probably one of the most annoying things in the world.
But, sorry. Like I was saying, we were having the problem of the communication. Communication's key, right? And we weren't talking, but we'll get angry of what the other one's doing, right? Yeah. And then, do you know, I think the beginning of last week we talked, and then I was like, babes, I don't like when you do this. And then she was like, I don't like when you do this. You're doing this. And then that's cool. Do you know why it's cool? Because it's out there. I know now. And then, like, don't get me wrong, I'm human, so I'm gonna still make certain mistakes. Like I might take my shoes off and leave them there, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Things like that.
Do you know what?
But it's because she come out, and then she said what she had to say. Then I had to say what I had to say. It might be the way I got it across. I was a bit angry when I said it. I don't want to say hurtful. I wasn't hurtful, but it was just frustration that come out on her side as well. Yeah. But it was good because now we're speaking, and she'll say whatever she don't like, she'll say it straight. Whatever I don't like, we'll say it. Yeah. So it's out there, and then we can do something about it. It's said, and it shouldn't happen again. But
if it does, you can deal with it.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And
but I believe living with another human being in general. It's fucking hard.
Yeah, bro. It is.
I've lived with flatmates and I've lived with housemates and stuff, and we've lived in the army together. How many people were in our corridor? 8 rooms? Yeah. No, 10 rooms. 10 rooms in our corridor. Yeah. and that was just our corridor.
And then some rooms have more than one.
No,
person.
but I'm talking about Aldershot. Like I'm thinking Aldershot days.
Okay.
Yeah, like we lived in a little there's 5 rooms each side of this narrow corridor. You had your own like wash basin, bed, and TV.
That
wasn't too bad. But see, when we lived in Windsor, me, you, and Mr. L.
Yeah.
We
don't speak his name.
We've got a court. Yeah, R.I.P. Bronco.
Bronco.
R.I.P. Bronco.
Miss you, Bronco.
We had a friend. We're gonna call him Mr. L just for legal reasons.
Yeah.
Mr. L got married and had kids.
Oh man. Bronco died. To him.
Bronco died that day. I pour a little bit of Red Bull every time I drink.
That wasn't the day he died. Like I believe this is a bit out there, but like, I believe like he was involved in a car accident. Right?
It wasn't a car accident.
A
car accident informs more than one car.
That's why I believe this theory, right? Anyway, there was how would you say it? I'm gonna say car accident.
He flipped the car.
Right, he flipped the car, right?
He flipped the car himself.
Then we didn't see him again after that day, right? Like
Bronco died.
Yeah.
Mr. L came. Mr. L was in and out. He lived in the room with us.
Yeah.
Bronco died,
man.
We used to call him Bronco Blackblade, but
yeah, man. Anyway.
R.I.P. Bronco.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what was I saying now?
You took off us on a tangent of shit. I can't remember.
Oh, just before. Actually, I'll do it when we go into the news. Go on. So what were we saying? Just. Yeah. So sorry. Thanks. Hooper's just there. See, this is why it's good to have a third person in the room.
We need Hooper.
Hooper's just firing shots out. Yeah, Mr. Lover right back there, just chilling behind the camera. So yeah, I believe it's hard living with another human being.
Yeah.
Like how you annoyed me, like when we lived together.
I loved living with you guys.
No, these two would like do the stupidest things. Like
man.
I like to keep a clean fridge. They would leave like little things that they want to keep, and we used to have like individual shelves. But they would just throw their like pizza off like 3 days ago in the fridge, and I'd be like, "Oh, there's mold in the fridge," and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's alright. We'll scratch it off." Mr. L was the worst. Mr. L had scraped like 3-day-old pizza and go and warm it up for like 5 minutes, and you come back in like with a bit of pizza hanging out of his mouth, laptop in his hand.
Oh man, laptop, bathrobe,
just tied. No, like flip flop.
Do you know what? Like, he looked like the stereotypical stepdad. Like he's just coming from banging your mum, right? Just knocks on your door like, "You okay? You okay? I'm good."
You didn't hear anything, did you? You hear anything? You didn't hear anything? No, good. Go back. Put your headphones on.
Just to give you that image. Oh,
anyway,
man.
and he's short as well, you know. He's short, angry, disgruntled, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right, people, go. Yeah, but fucking hell, you got me a ways again.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
living with us was hard.
Yeah, just living with people is hard. So like living with a female.
Yeah.
Like any man that's out there now that hasn't lived with a female, do not think that you're just going to be getting your dick sucked every night and you're going to be playing video games and eating pizza. It doesn't work like that. You're going to have to clean.
After the honeymoon period, it don't work.
Oh, yeah. After the honeymoon period.
That's what we gotta talk
about. We're not, bro. I don't know about. I'm not going into. Nah, I'm not going into that.
You're
not on here.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Not in a million years. Are you going to go into deal?
No, not in the details, but.
I'm not going down that road.
No.
We'll talk about it generically, but I'm not going into no personal details.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I ain't trying to kill
Trying to get me castrated out here. What are you talking about?
Oh man, 2
Craziness.
episodes in and it's just like it's gone.
Yeah, I'll go first, and then you'll be like, "Yeah, R.I.P. to me."
Like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking
He's just had a bullet hole. Your girl just shot you or something. Anyway, the honeymoon period. For anybody that hasn't been through the honeymoon period, that's the period that you do anything for your other half, and the other half does anything for you. You'll do massages, back scratches. You'll do head rubs. You even rub your girl's feet. You'll do shit that you wouldn't normally do. Your girl will do shit you wouldn't. You're getting a head in the morning, you're getting a head in the evening. Blah blah blah. I'm not saying that's what happened to me, but I'm just saying generically. This is what guys think. Let's not get it twisted.
Sorry, yeah.
Let's not get it twisted.
True, yeah.
This is what guys think. Guys think that when they move in with girls, that it's going to be the honeymoon period. Women have the honeymoon period, so you feel comfortable. And then when you're in your glory and you're just like, yep, I'm going to get it tonight. Then she's like, "Oh yeah, you need to mop the floor." Whoa, that's normally mopped, isn't it? Like what?
That's your job.
Don't you not do that? What do you do all that? She's like,
I
"I've got a
normally
job."
leave the clothes here and then they
I leave
disappear.
She's like, "I'm not your mum."
Oh, but
I don't get that. I don't get that.
That is not fun.
I don't get that line.
I had that once.
I don't get that line, but I know some of my boys get that line. I'm not your mum. Oh, bro, even if you go into that in detail, like that, you don't have that conversation. Like that's not a good conversation. But guys, don't get into relationships and don't move in with a chick because you think that it's gonna be your honeymoon period. It's not.
But do you know at the same time?
It can be a happy life.
No, but you're probably gonna end up living together. So there's a
If you're in a long-term relationship.
yeah. But because it normally it makes sense if you're together with somebody for a certain period of time.
Yeah.
It don't make sense you both living somewhere else.
No, of course.
Paying
Double rent.
separate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So eventually you're gonna end up at that point. But I'm trying to think of things that there's no easy way of it, is there?
No.
Probably her staying at yours for it. No. Because then it's just nice. It's like a sleepover.
See, I was comfortable because I lived in Birmingham. I had 2 apartments in Birmingham before I even moved in with my girl.
Yeah.
So I was living in Birmingham nearly 3 years. So I had different apartments. She'd come over, she'd go home. She'd come over, go home. And there was, if I was working night, she'd go back home. If I was off, she'd stay at mine. But she was practically living. She put shopping in the cupboard. She'd done her thing. Do you know what I mean?
But you know it's totally different when you're actually.
Because I don't know about other people, but in my house, everything's 50-50. We live in the equal generation now. She's got a full-time career. I've got a full-time career. We both do our own things. We've got no kids at the moment. Everything's 50-50. When I don't get it wrong, when we get married and we have kids, obviously she won't be able to work, so I'll take most of the bills, that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you smiling for?
Sorry, no.
You did it last week as well. You just smiled for no reason. Like you got something on your mind. Speak up.
I'm finished.
Right. So, but like, all I'm saying is like, just try and be as equal as possible. Like, make sure if you're gonna buy something for the house, like you both pay for it. Like, don't you be going out and buying a TV and she's got to go and buy the kitchen appliances. It doesn't work like that.
Don't keep like you lot are working towards the same goal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Go on. I see so many. Some of my friends have broke up, and like they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go and get my TV and stereo and Xbox." What, and just leave the rest of the house to her, bro? You're joking.
Like, this is mine. Like, I don't know.
Wait a minute.
I don't know what you do in that kitchen.
The microwave's mine. The Xbox is mine. I'm gone. Micro pizzas and no. But you know what?
No, you can't live.
You need to 50-50 everything in that house.
I think me moving in with my missus, and then now
your miss already established in that house when you got there?
No. So she was. Tell a lie. We moved in. So we had a fresh start. So we moved in. See the house you come to?
Yeah.
We moved into that one together, all of us. So it's me and my missus, and we've got 2 children, right? So when I first started seeing my missus, she was still in the same area, Greenwich, but she was in a flat, nice flat, but just flat anyway. And then I that was my honeymoon period because I'd go over there. I would go over there. And then be there for a couple of days still. Yeah. Obviously come back, be for a couple of days. Yeah. And
you
then
were in the army then?
No, that was my honeymoon period.
What,
so
army?
I just got out I was getting out of the army. So they were like, we don't really have nothing for you. Just go over there. You become invisible. And when someone sees you, it's like
they don't want to do anything.
Yeah,
to you
they see you.
Like,
you see them, and you're like, we never had this, and they go about their business.
Bro, do you know what? Like, I remember, like, I'm not going to name any names, but like a higher ranked member of the army who was my superior seen me in my room, and like I wasn't meant to be in my room, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh," I told him like I was getting ready to leave, and he like, "All right." Bro, he got scared. There must be something, like they're not allowed to like.
I just don't think
punish you.
I think there must be a grey. I don't know.
There must be a grey area, like if you punish this person as the leaving. Bro, anybody that's getting out of the military now, anything you want to do when you know you're going to be signing off.
Yeah.
Or even better, like we're going to go into this at a later. We're going to get some
different episode.
Yeah, but like do what you want to do in training wise before you let them know you want to get out of the army. Because as soon as you tell them you want to get out of the army, you don't get all the power.
You
don't get nothing. They'll give you a little bit of what's it called?
Like learning credits, and there's like a learning center or something like that.
Yeah, but still, you would never get the top stuff.
And no,
top training.
Tell a lie. If you're a guardsman or a private, you're not gonna. They don't waste their time on you.
Yeah.
And I do you know what? That is really bad, in terms of. When I come out, I was lucky because I just went back to my mum's, right? Yeah. But there's people that come out.
I didn't.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? You've come out, and obviously you don't live with your mum or nothing like that.
I'm originally from the northeast, and I moved to Birmingham, so.
Exactly. Do you know what I'm saying? And then even worse thing, like we've seen people out on like homeless people, and then they've got like Bergens or stuff like that. Obviously, you might not know what a Bergen is, right?
Just Google Bergen.
Yeah, it's a Bergen, right? And then or even a grip bag, and you're like, Ross, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've come out. I don't know your story, but like, shit could have gone sideways for you. Do you know what I'm saying?
There's a good saying that's. I know we're going off a bit off topic, but there's a saying that you're only 3 paychecks away from being homeless. And now, if you think about it, if you lost your job right now and had no family support to come back on, right? Where are you getting your money from?
Yeah, where you
going to pay your rent?
Yeah, they don't.
And then bailiffs knock at your door. And just stop bring that up.
Don't come round here,
Mr. Bailiff. Don't come round my house. But yeah, like, you've got the bailiffs coming at your door for rent. You've got all these bills coming through. Next thing you know, CCGs are on your name. Debt management plan to come at you.
Stress.
You have to go homeless. You have to declare yourself bankrupt. If you've got no support system after 3 paychecks, you are fucked.
And then do you know what? Support system is a key thing in a relationship. I know. So just so we get back onto a relationship, but in life as well. I was saying to Smee, like, I've got on my hand. I probably can count the closest people to me that ain't family, and like even if I include family, they're still the order probably ain't even changed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. You're in that group, right?
Yeah.
You're part of my support system.
Yeah,
if I didn't have Smee or Leroy or Simon or people like this, I might have lost it. Like the way I see people lose it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I could have had like a bad experience or something like that, and I have no one to turn to. So I'll do wild things. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Or something like that.
Yep.
A support system is key, I think, in life.
And
I think one sec. I think a lot of I don't see it too much in this country. I don't really want to focus on America because we're over here, but I see it a lot in America where a lot of people, for their problems, they go to psychiatrists, right? And that industry is ram. You're making money if you're a psychiatrist, right? But it's good if you can have like people to speak to that like your friends. You know what I'm saying? I was even speaking to somebody at work, and I was like, her friend was going through something like with a guy, and I was like, I really don't want her to go to a doctor. Because they're gonna prescribe her pills. What are they gonna do? They're not gonna sit down and take the time.
No.
They're gonna prescribe her pills. I don't know where that lead. It might help her, it might not. I was like, don't let that happen to your girl.
No.
You need to take her out. Not on an out like, oh yeah, we're gonna go get drunk and
No.
Just to move. Don't focus on that problem, because sometimes when we focus on a problem, it doesn't get better. We just see it bigger, and then it doesn't help. Support groups. Be there for your people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
but support groups don't need to be as deep as it sounds. Whenever I heard the word support group back in the day, I was like, oh, fucking counselor support group.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, my support group is my girl, B, Leroy, who is Mr. L, by the way. We can say his name. We're just joking. Leroy, and probably my grandparents. That right there, that's my support group. They're the first people I go to for me and problems, straight off the bat.
Yeah, like when you're about to kick off.
And probably Darren.
Okay,
yeah. So right there, they're the people that I'll go to. See if it's little problems. See, I've got obviously the whole there's a broader horizon for little problems. If I'm having a problem with work or a problem with car or a problem with this. But see if it's deep. They're the people right there that I go to talk to.
Yeah.
And I think if you've got your girl on your side, and then you've got one of your boys. So, because let's not get it twisted. There's no relationship out there that's rosy. Do you know what I mean? Like, people will go on like they've got the best relationship in the world. I've seen people, you know this couple, I've seen people out there chatting shit to each other and they don't know I'm about in shopping centres and stuff. And then the next night put up on Facebook, my love, my bae, my one and only. I'm like,
oh man,
you don't show people everything. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And this is another thing about it as well. Like, lads, don't get twisted. Don't be putting all your shit all over social media. There's no reason for that. Somebody came up to me the other week and was like, "Oh, what you been up to recently?" And I'm like, "Oh, I've done this, this, and this." They're like, "Oh, but I haven't seen it." I'm like, "What do you mean you haven't seen it?" "Oh, I haven't seen it on social media or anything." I'm like, because I don't post when I'm on holiday anymore. I don't post when I'm at restaurants. I don't post anything. Because you don't need to know where I am.
Yeah.
The only person that needs to know where I am is the person that's with me there and then. So if we're out for a meal, you're the only person. I'm not on the phone with my girl. Oh, we're in TGI Fridays on the Bristol Road. I'm not going to tell her everything. I'm saying we're going for food. Because she doesn't need to know where we are. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I say to you, I'm out with my girl, you're not going to be, where are you? What's the address?
Yeah, no, I'm like, you're cool.
Cool, do your thing. Message me in a bit. Call me. Do you know what I mean? But, like, there's too many people out there that are, like, tagging in every single fucking bar they're at in the night time. Do you know what that says to me?
What?
Is you're not at home with your massive TV you posted about last week with your fucking Porsche that's on the drive. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because there's some people out here.
I know some
like,
people who come catch you, you know. There's people out there. There was a girl, I don't know if you know, a girl from, I think, Edinburgh.
I remember this story.
And a couple of years ago, she posted all of her Louboutins she got for Christmas off mum and dad, and her new Fiat 500, and all this kind of shit, all on Christmas Day. What did this girl do 2 hours later? Tagged in at a grand's. I'm at grand's house for dinner.
I'm out of the house.
I'm out of the house, and she hasn't brought all the shit with her.
In a Santa sack, you know.
No, but the man that went in next and broke the back door window, took a Santa sack out, he was ho-ho-hoing all the way to cash converters, I can tell you that right now. Yeah. Don't put your shit on social media. Keep some things private. Let somebody ask you what you're up to.
Yeah.
Don't be like, oh, I seen you in Barbados last week, and I seen you done this, and you went to Jamaica to see your family, and I seen you out with your girl, and I seen you this. Don't. That's fucked up.
Do you know what it is? Like, every generation has this, and I'm not hating on the generation. It just is what it is, right? Our generation looked at us like, oh, what like, sorry, this takes it way back. I remember I was watching something on the internet, and they were just talking about generational things, right? And then the old generation was saying, this generation doesn't know the intricacies.
What's
intricacies,
it?
yeah,
Intricacies. See why we keep above?
Yeah.
I told you, I knew we keep above for a reason.
Intricacy of writing these long form letters. Now all they're doing is sending these short notes,
emails and text.
No. I'm talking about I'm talking about a letter, like to write. Like I can't remember what period this is. I'm not going to say because obviously I'll get it wrong. But let's say the 40s or something like that, okay. Even further back. Anyway, but talking about writing letters, and then the youth of today were writing short love notes to each other. But the older generation will write letters.
Yeah.
Every generation is going to look at the next generation like.
And now all you get is a love heart on a text message.
But social media is big to this generation. Like I don't want to say your what you do, but Smee obviously has other things going on, right? And then he showed me the account for that social media account, and he must have liked something on somebody's or commented, and then they commented back. No disrespect to whoever this person is. Well, I don't know who it is, but he showed me the message, and they're like, "Oh, do you know? Thank you for." I'm not patronising them. Thank you for writing a message on my page or liking something, and I was like, Ross, like it's big. It's big to them. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, to me, it's like I've gone.
And I just think I wrote a great photo or something. I like a picture or something.
For you, it's something little, but social media is big to these people. Like not to these people, but to this age. And don't get me wrong. Like respect to all of us doing it now because we're making something out of it. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that people.
We're using this for the YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah. But people are making business off it. So I'm not looking down on it. I'm just saying it is where it is. Yeah. But even just anybody with it, you just saw like that it's big to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's that important. They don't even know you. They just know your accounts like just popping off, right? You've got like.
But even in the account numbers, like it wasn't massive. It's not like big. Like I think it's only 4,000 or something.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah. It's like my personal account's on 200 because I just keep my shit.
Yeah, mine's not big. Like I don't really care about the count, but it's just.
But some people are actually just worrying about that count.
Yeah, they are, man.
No, but I just want to quickly come back onto something before we go on to the weekly news. I've got a lot of guy friends that come to me. I'm like Uncle Smee to people.
Not to me.
Not to you. I don't get it twisted.
No, not to me. You're like brother Smee. I'll give you
brother
that.
Smee.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I'm like. People come and they're like, "Oh, I've got a problem." And I think because I'm a bit older than some of my friends. Some of my friends are older than me, but even some of my older friends come to me, and I think it's because, like you say, I kind of look at things quite cutthroat. It's either black or white to me. Most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm either gonna do this or I'm gonna do that, and a lot of people can't see that Like they can't differentiate between that black and white and that line. So a lot of my guy friends come to me and they've been with their girls like anywhere from like 6 months to like 18 months. And they're like, oh, the sex fell off. And I'm like, what do you mean the sex fell off? And they're like, I know he's just laughing in the back going, can't be, yeah, like, you know, we need to put a barrier up. But like on a real level. And they'll say like, oh, the sex fell off, or like we're not palming as much as we used to or anything like that. And I'll be like, right, do you know what? Like look at the problems. Like, are you working nights? Are you working away? Is your girl working nights? Like, what's the living arrangement? All this kind of thing. And when you come down to it, right, after a certain period, majority of females, not all females, but a majority of females will realize that sex isn't that important anymore, right? And it's not higher their priority of their relationship. When you're in a relationship for 2-3 years, I can't even look at you sometimes. I'm trying to talk serious, yeah.
I said that.
So when it comes like 2-3 years of a relationship, it's not at the top priority list anymore. But just remember one thing, gents, right? A man needs to have sex to feel loved. A woman needs to feel loved to have sex. And when you break it down like that, right? Hooper firing shots over there, right? You think that you're doing everything you used to do as a man, but let me tell you right now, you're not bringing up flowers like you used to. You're not rubbing our feet like you used to. And I know you're not getting what you used to, but let's not get this messed up. You're the man you're meant to be, majority of the time, providing some sort of comfort for your woman. And I'm not talking financial, I'm not talking in materialistic, and I'm not saying you should be a slave, but I'm just saying, like, most women just want that extra strong hug. They just want to know that they're like the one and only. They don't want you running away, doing their thing all the time. I've said to a lot of my friends, it costs £7 to £15 for a bunch of flowers from Morrison's. Every once in a while, just nip in, pick up a bunch of flowers. Don't have to be the best things in the world. Most of the time, they can be fucking dying. She's not looking at the flowers. It's the actual thought. Do you know what I'm saying? Take your girl for a walk in the park. Things don't have to cost money. You don't say you got to take her to Miller and Carter or these kind of things that cost a lot of money. Just do your own thing, but let her know that she is at the top of your priority list. But also let her know that the things that you're grinding and doing are because you want to make a better life for you.
Yeah. So when you're not spending as much as
Yeah.
time, yeah. But do you know what? I realized at the beginning of a relationship, I don't want to say there's not too much trying, but things are just natural. Do you know? So when it falls off, it's just you both. I don't know. Like you both stop doing because there was no effort to do it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Certain things. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you do go out of your way to do that extra special thing, but I think some things that you're not thinking about them. It just come naturally. I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. So when that honeymoon period has fallen off, it's those things have fallen to the back because you weren't really thinking in that time. It was just like in lust or in I don't want to say lust to take away from people's relationship, but it was that rush. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think you're trying to get to know as much as you can about a person in such a short period of time. And I think that energy that you've both got with each other at the start, if you're sexually attracted, let's not get it twisted, right? Nobody's out here being like, oh, second day and I like this girl's personality. Or even just walking in a club. Even just walking in a club, you're not like, oh, she's got a good aura about her. I can tell she's got good energy. Fuck off. You like her because she's wearing exactly what you like a girl to be wearing. She's got all the right curves in all the right areas. She's got the nice hair colour that you like. You look on appearance.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I heard a quote years ago, right? A man cannot bring home an ugly woman and be happy, but a woman can bring an ugly man home and be happy. And the reason is because a man can't bring a wealthy woman home that's ugly, but a woman can bring a wealthy man home that's ugly.
In a broad of,
we're talking broad, we're not getting into detail, but let's not get it messed. If you, to say for instance, you've got a daughter, right? And we're not going to go into detail, but let's just say you've got a daughter, right? And your daughter brings home this ugly brother, right? And you look, and then all of a sudden he tells he's a lawyer. And you're like, all right, you can look after her financially, right? You ask her if she's happy. You ask if he's does all the right things, like looks after her and things like that. You give him a little talking to, end of. See, if you've got a son, and he brings some ugly bird home, you're going to grab him, pull him in the kitchen and be, what the fuck you doing?
Oh, man.
on broad horizon, that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, I hear.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
I hear.
I went a bit long. Sorry, I went a bit long around the situation.
No. Yeah,
But you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you know? Also, it's a cliche, but beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Do you know what I'm saying?
Snap.
Like that. Yeah.
I've got a couple of friends who I look at their girls and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm not gonna lie, but these friends know who they are.
Okay,
right?
okay.
I don't talk shit.
People to come up to you like, what? Was it me? Was it me?
Just walking up to us in the bar like, what? Oh, bro, you talking shit about me and my girl?
Picture of her there.
Look at her with the lighting correct. I got a ring light. Yeah, do you know? But I've got some friends who have got ugly girlfriends. I'm not even going to be nasty. I'm not even going to try and be nice. Yeah. Not my cup of tea. Not anybody's cup of tea.
They're not your cup of tea. That's the thing.
Not anybody's cup of tea.
I'm not going to sign off on that one.
Anyway, but they're happy.
That's a key thing, you know.
And I'm seeing it's not. Don't get it twisted. I see my girl and I was like, whoa. But I didn't know what I knew about my girl now.
Yeah, obviously. Like,
and let me just put it like this, right? Not me and my girl, but if you're in a relationship and you love the person and they were attractive when you met them and they were in a car accident and the only thing that got you chatting to them in the first place was their looks and then they're scarred all over their face, are you going to leave them?
What that mouth do, though? No. No, I'm playing.
Oh, I hope your girl hears this. You know, you're going to hell. You're going to shit hell.
I ain't leaving her, man. Come on, man.
Wait a minute. I'm going to taste. There's an arse whooping for Steph right there. Says like an arse whooping.
No, I don't want my
your
girl
will
to
kick
me.
the shit out of you.
I'd have to fight back.
Your girl will stab you.
Why we got to... Before it was just fist. Now she's...
Yeah, your girl will stab you 100%. I can tell.
No, before...
No, but I'm not saying about me or us or our girls. I'm not saying that. But that's what you got to ask yourself, you know?
Do you know what? I was in a situation before I met my girl.
A car accident? Sorry.
I'm playing. Anyway, I was
you didn't look like this before, you know?
Oh, man. I was in a situation before I met my girl. And... it taught me that personality is everything. Yeah. I'll just say that.
No, I know what you're saying. I know.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. It just taught that situation because there was no difference.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but personality was everything.
Yeah.
Personality is key, guys.
Don't go into too much detail. Getting sued up in here.
Personality is key. Like, don't get me wrong. I've been saying to Smee lately, I'm human. I make human mistakes. I'm of the flesh, right?
Over the flesh.
Yeah, listen.
Over the flesh.
Listen, but so things are going to attract us like looks. That there's nothing wrong being attracted.
But that's what starts off everything.
Yeah. No, there's nothing. But we stay because of who they are. Do you know what I'm saying? You could. That's what I'm saying. Personality is key. I don't think I could stay with somebody who I find aesthetically attractive, but their personality is trash.
Horrible person.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do that. I know I couldn't do that, and don't do that to yourself.
No.
There's nothing that comes home from saying, but look at her though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and you probably
trophy girlfriend. When I was younger, I had so many friends had trophy girlfriends, and they would literally be like, "Yeah, just go and sit over there." Like, here's a drink. There's your phone. Go and sit over there.
What age was this?
Like 19.
Okay.
Yeah, 18, 19 years old. Yeah, and they would say she's just good to look at. Shit in bed. Just good to look at.
What are you doing to yourself,
bro?
What are you doing
serious? To yourself? Just wants to walk around town and just show off. Yeah.
They at least have to be good in like I'm talking about like if you're a woman like you must at least say your guy's good in bed. Come on, like if you're a man, like I can't just be with a chick. Oh yeah, she looks good. Like I'm just carrying her around. I'm not a carer.
That's like that's like saying look, I got a Golf. No, not a Golf. I got a Nissan GT outside. Yeah, but there's no engine in it.
Yeah.
What? What?
Oh,
No
man.
engine in it. What you got the car for?
Aye,
I just drag it
listen.
round when we pull up. Just like, listen, I'm ready to close up the relationship segment of the day.
Yeah.
I haven't got really much more to say. I want to get
Yeah.
onto some weekly news, but all I got to say is, guys, just remember, like, don't feel like society's going to pressure you into doing what you need to do. The reason that we brought up this topic is because too many people have been coming to us in the past couple of weeks and being like, I think because out of our friends, not all of our friends, but out of our, like, some of, not our joint friends, but like different friends. He's from London, I live in Birmingham now. And we've just been getting bare questions on, like, how do you keep your shit together? How do you do this? How do you do that? Like, and we're not experts. We're going through this day by day as well.
Yeah, we're still learning, but we're sorry, go on.
You've just got to remember to just do you.
That's exactly like,
That's all you got to do.
Yeah, honestly, everything boils down to that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I got nothing else to say on that.
No, yeah, that's everything on that.
Hooper, what you got news for us this week? Anything big happening? I want to know about this. Was it KRS? Not KRS. KSI and
Who won? KSI lost.
No, it was a draw.
It was a draw. Yeah.
Draw. But the fight was shocking.
But what do you expect though? Come
I
on.
watched the highlights.
Like you can't expect like a Mayweather fight, can you? You got to temper your expectations. Come. Yeah.
But it was like it was Bruce Bumfer and everyone was not Bruce Bumfer. Michael Buffer was announced.
Yeah, but no, because that's money. It's money.
Yeah.
So like, come here. That's the thing.
It's supposed to be in February, possibly in New York.
But you know what? I'm telling you right now, I don't think I was listening to the True Jody podcast. Yeah, big shout out to True Jody podcast, by the way. I don't think that KSI was half as good as what he was making out to be. Because he dusted the last geezer off too quick. But this, what's this guy's name? Logan.
Oh, Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. I don't know too much about this geezer, but the only thing I do know about him is he done that suicide place last year. That nearly fucked his career. That did.
Nah, he can't be fucked, can he? Like, he's got like I think his following's that big that he.
Is this the geezer here?
Yeah.
Smart looking suit there.
It looks like Mayweather, not Mayweather. Like, what's his face?
McGregor.
Yeah, sort of. Not look, but like
not
the
look. Yeah, dress sense. Yeah.
The dress sense. Yeah. No, but can we? Is there like highlights of it?
If you go on YouTube, there's highlights.
Yeah.
You got to put in highlights though. There, that one.
The top
5
one.
minutes.
But I was looking at somebody. They were talking about it anyway, and they were saying before the fight they thought he would win anyway.
Who, Logan?
Yeah, just because he's a fitter guy.
But look at the size.
Trained.
Look at the size advantage.
Yeah, look at the size of me and Langham.
I'm not even going to go into that. You shouldn't say people's name out like that. You know you're going to get sued.
Oh, man. Do you know the only thing I'm annoyed about that fight? Right? No one was taking pictures when I was swinging. When I was swinging and looking good, no one took pictures.
Because no one's camera lens was that fast.
You hear that, people? You hear that I'm playing?
No, it happened so fast. Look at that.
He's taking some punches.
But he's standing like a Muay Thai fighter for some reason.
Yeah, but he's not a boxer though.
But he goes on like he is. Know who he looks like? He looks like Leroy when Leroy tries to dance around the ring.
Oh man!
By the way, the 7th of October podcast, we're gonna have a very good friend, dear friend of ours, Leroy. He's gonna be on the show after the McGregor Khabib fight. So we're gonna have him on the night after that, or the day before that. Yeah, probably after. We'll have more to talk about.
That should be a good one. So also guys. Stay live.
We're just watching the fight now at the moment. The highlights. Go on, B.
Stay live on the Instagram account and then on our Twitter because we do interact. We ask questions to see what because people have watched it.
Yeah.
We're only here because people like there's been a good response.
Yeah, big shout out to everyone. Like We're not well known. We haven't got an online presence or anything like that. We're just two guys that wanted to do this. We're on the phone like every week chatting shit. We thought, why not do a podcast?
Yeah.
The response that we wanted to get in the first week was probably about 100 streams all around. We between iTunes and YouTube, we got over like nearly 210 streams and we've got loads of engagement on the Instagram and things like that. So we just want to shout out everyone that put time into watching because I know it was like an hour and a half. It's a long part of your day.
Yeah, no, but so yeah, that's true. Thank you for the people who did watch, and like we do want to give back. That's why we got T-shirts, we got different giveaways.
Yeah.
And yes, stay active. If you engage with us, we're always gonna get back to you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's that the age that we're in, you can reach anyone in the world.
Yeah, anyone.
Do you know what
Somebody
I'm saying?
from Canada messaged me the other day.
Yeah, like you could literally get to us. So we'll put out things on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Watch the story. Do you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna do the question answers that we've done on Instagram beforehand. We're gonna do them at the end of the show, so you will hear about this. This guy, look, you should get penalised for that. You know,
What?
He was ducking right down, showing the back of his head.
Yeah, but to me, it's not like he's not.
But it should
You got to temper your expectations.
Nah, do you know what?
You're a fighting person, right? So you're gonna look at it like, oh, what's he doing? The form, whatever. The people, the audience this is going out to, this is like,
yeah, YouTubers.
yeah, like, and no disrespect to them, but that's just the audience it's going out to. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you only learnt about this just recently, didn't you?
Just for the True Geordie podcast.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it weren't aimed at you, and these they're not fighters. But yeah, you could. I would have said
Yeah, the True Geordie there. He's just like,
Dave.
what's his name again? I forgot his name.
I don't know his actual name.
I heard his name the other
I
day.
don't want to know it. I don't.
Just
wanna
call him
know
True
it.
Geordie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the last round now.
I think that's it.
Who's JJ? Is that KSI?
But do you know what? I like things like this as well because it shows you how long's a round? 3-minute round?
Yeah, 6 3-minute rounds.
That 3 minutes is not really much, is it? But you get in a ring for 3 minutes, you're blowing.
I told B when B done his first amateur boxing fight for the British Army. I said to
Sorry. I like the way that sounded good. That sounded good.
Do you like
the way
how
you
I
put it?
hyped
Yeah. So yeah, it goes downhill from here. But
anyway, so I said to him, whatever you do, don't go in and gas yourself out. My man's got a look at their faces. Sorry, we're just watching the end of this.
that's Leroy.
That's Leroy. Leroy's like, why are you watching the same fight as me?
Oh man.
Do you reckon? So anyway, so B jumps in the ring. As he's walking to the ring, he's all hyped. He's got his head guard and that on. I say to him, whatever you do, don't gas yourself out.
And I think I looked at him, I went,
yeah. And he nodded his head like a 7-year-old child, like, got in the ring. I put my phone up to record it. And I was, let me just paint a picture. I broke my rib and I had my hands up recording. Like, my ribs were killing recording this. This is how sore I was. And my man decides to forget everything that I said, and he goes in and starts wailing out.
Oh man!
Like the
yeah.
All I could describe it as.
It was majestic. It was like them couple seconds. How long it was? That shit was majestic.
I wasn't going to say majestic. I was going to say it looked like. Yeah, it looked terrible. But then in the second round, I think there was only 2 rounds. Was there 2 or 3?
I can't remember. I think there were 3 rounds.
3-minute rounds. Yeah. So in the halfway through the second, my man was so tired he started headbutting the man's fist.
What, you don't know boxing? You don't know that style, right? Huh?
What, headbutting the fist?
Yeah, as again, like it's parrying. Like, you know, you
parrying with your face.
Hey, listen, you're just not advanced like that, but it's cool.
You're not
it's cool.
advanced like that. Anyway, I've never seen anyone gas out so much. Let me see what this says at the end here. It was double both men. Share 50-50 split in the fight. 30 million.
Do you know what I'm saying?
For the rematch.
Do you know how much they made off this one then?
No idea. But floor seats were 150.
Yeah, they were making money off it. Do you know what I'm saying?
30 million.
I would get in the ring
just for a YouTube personality.
But do you know? Don't get me wrong. Like they're 2 of the biggest.
Yeah.
But they weren't making. Don't get me wrong. I believe they have empires, right? They do have empires. We just know that, right? Yeah. But to go to, if I could come to you like, Smee, we can make this money on this night. Do you know what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna fight anyone.
Do you know what I'm saying? So why
I would have took the Mayweather fight.
I would have taken.
In terms of analytics, the build-up for it was getting views that
Yeah.
was getting.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because these are guys that know analytics, and their whole teams know analytics.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I tell you right now, I'm gonna put it out there. Somebody comes to me and says, "Look, we're gonna give you $1 million to fight Johnny Bones Jones." Anybody that doesn't know UFC, John Bones Jones is by far the best MMA light heavyweight in the world. What? What do you see? What do you mumble? He coughed. Yeah, he's probably talking something about DC or something. Oh, he said cheater. He said cheater.
Oh, sorry, 1 sec. On the way here, like I'm not deep into MMA. I like it. I dabble in it, but I'm not deep into it. So I knew that John Jones, he got banned, right? And then all I knew that he crashed his car and there was cocaine or something like that. What? It's me picking me up, telling me, he told me the full story. He was like, oh, you know, it was a bit bad what he did, crashing into a pregnant lady and then running off. I was like, what?
Left his pills and his cocaine just in the thing.
But that's not even what Smee said. Like, he crashed into her, he got out of the car, he saw she was pregnant,
and then just
ran. The madman took off.
I don't know if he didn't do a line. He didn't do a line, but he did run off.
How are you going to do that? How are you going to do that?
So he was going to deal with the situation. He's probably going to pay her off, but as soon as he seen she was pregnant,
days.
he ran away.
Bro. That's the cocaine. Like, he must not have been thinking straight.
Cocaine got him twisted. Just got him twisted. No, but let's not get it messed up, right? If somebody came to me and said, look, we're going to $1 million pounds, dollars, euros, whatever, fucking French pesetas if you want to do that, right? If you're going to give me $1 million to fight Johnny Bones Jones, I'm going to say, give me 6 months, I'll be there.
Oh, yeah. I hear that.
Too many people are talking about, oh, yeah, like, well, I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't get pinched in the face for all that money.
Why?
All I'm saying is you've never been involved in a combat sport before.
Listen, somebody grab your girl's ass or do something, you're going to fight them, ain't you?
Nah, some people aren't, you know.
I know some people aren't. So, but you know what I'm saying.
Nah, like, do you know what, bro? Do you know what I've realised, right?
What?
That there's fewer people like us than there isn't. Than there isn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what
so,
you're saying.
So there's more
people like us now.
Yeah. So in this generation now, everyone talking about confronting people and all this kind of thing. There's very few people that come and address a situation there and then.
Do you know what? I think because
I blame trolling and social media. I blame you can hide behind a keyboard and not be seen, and you can say whatever you want.
There is that.
Because let me tell you right now, you come up to me in the street and you say, you dirty Scottish bastard, and I don't know you. I'm going to say, one, are you good?
Yeah, exactly.
What's happening? And then if he says, oh, you stupid cunt, or something like that.
Yeah.
Best believe someone's getting choked out in the middle of the street.
But that's, yeah.
Put that Jake Hadley fucking rear naked choke on you. Watch what happens.
Just pounding on you. Give me oh, just look over at your girl. You finish him? All right, then.
No, but there isn't very many people. There isn't very many people that are out there that are doing that are going to confront people there and then.
Do you know that's another subject to touch on. But all I'm saying is people will fight for free. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how many you'd get into it, not fight for free, but do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh man, you've calmed down now.
Let's not bring up the Turkish the kebab place in Aldershot.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to bring it up. So we just rocked up to battalion, and we came from 7 Company. Anybody that's in the military will understand what that means. Yeah. And we joined the drums, which is a machine gun platoon. We went out with the rest of the drums who were senior to us, and we kind of just went out for a couple of drinks. Anyway, one of the senior bods was getting banged out by a bunch.
Do you know? I don't even think he was getting banged out at the time. I think they were arguing, and then some. I'll let you finish, but I think they were.
So the way that I seen it was, he was getting harassed or he was getting threatened by the guys in the kebab shop. These Turkish guys. My man was like, "I'm gonna rep for my set right here." Runs across the road, 3 shops up, and what I can only see is an amateur Superman punch. Is one geezer starts windmilling the other geezer. We all came out of the Yeezys because we could all see. We all ran across the road, and it just turned into a
Yeah, that was so mad. I don't know what happened to you. The
went
police
so
got
soft.
me.
Oh, they didn't get me. I seen the police. And I was like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And I kind of hopscotched one way and just ran down the side street.
Man, they got me. Like they took me in the car, and then bro, they started driving off. I'm like, I'm mumbling in the back. I'm like, do you know what? I ain't gonna do nothing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm speaking. And then the woman looked back and I started trying to flirt with her. They didn't tell me nothing, bro. I'm in the car.
So you're not under arrest?
No, I wasn't under arrest, but they were driving. It's not like I'm gonna fight them or nothing because they were driving, whatever.
Yeah, the police officer.
I'm not gonna jump out. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that, right? I'm not gonna jump out neither. So I'm mumbling, and the woman looks back at me, and then so I start to try to flirt with her, and then she's like, and then but they keep driving, and they get to the camp, and then
they dropped you off at the gate.
Yeah, but I was like, what? I was like, what's going on? Like what? Like I was proper confused, and they drove back. I was like, what was that about?
But did they drop you and then just leave
They
you?
dropped me. They dropped me into the camp, and they left.
So they
me.
didn't even hand you over to the guard?
They didn't do. No, cause I didn't get in trouble. But obviously, we all got in trouble. But
How did we get in trouble then? I thought the reason we got in trouble is because you got caught.
No, because it wouldn't just be me.
But no one else got caught.
Oh shit! I don't
You were
know.
the only one that got put in the back of the car. No one else did.
But like I said,
Everyone thought you snitched.
No.
So how the hell did we get caught?
I don't know. No. Obviously, because it's a garrison town, they know what's going on.
Nah, bro.
They
I
must
don't
have.
think it's like that.
No,
You got that liquor breath. You started snitching.
No one thought that. No one thought
Everyone was like, I can't believe you boys are snitching. Nah, they didn't really. I'm shocked. Why do you think no one talked to you for 2 years?
Man, for 2 years. Come on, man. Come on.
Anything ever went down? Have you not noticed when the guy was selling the dodgy shirts that passed your room? They just
Man, dodgy insurance, man. Come on.
dodgy shirts, not insurance, not the dodgy shirts. Where when anyone that doesn't know, when it come to the end of the month, coming up to pay weekend, somebody, not saying who, but somebody came around with like Ralph Lauren shirts and polos, and they'd be like, "Oh, do you want to get this?" They got, "Oh, I got no money." All right, we'll give you a double bubble when it comes to
Fucking stupid, man.
when it comes to like pay. So if something you would have paid 30 quid for, you got to pay 60 quid for.
It's just stupid, but people
And people
do
are doing it because they want to look
man.
fresh. Anyway, yeah, so that was that. How the hell did we get caught? That's rattled me now. Anyway, we got
fighting.
We got put in front of the company sergeant major.
Yeah.
And
So the whole platoon, it wasn't just us.
No, but the battalion did. The battalion, we got pulled to the side. It drums round the back.
Yeah, they speak to us
The whole
afterwards,
battalion was in front of the company sergeant major, and he was making threats of anybody that gets caught in fights is going to Colchester to the glass house and all that kind of stuff. And then I'm not going to say who the company sergeant was. No, it wasn't company sergeant. It was battalion sergeant major. It wasn't company sergeant. And then he was like, right, all the drums round the back of my office now. Pulls us round the back of the office.
We think, we're getting
and we're
fucked.
like, oh, we're getting fucked.
Getting fucked.
He's like, do you know what? I'm not meant to say this, but I don't even know if I should say this. He's like, yeah, fuck it. So he's like, I'm not meant to say this, but good form, sticking together as a unit. And we were just like,
we were fucking like,
we were like, we're brand new to this camp, by the way. And then we're just like, all right, we've just been bollocks. So we're like, how do we deal with this? And then I smiled, and he's like, it's not a laughing matter though. I was like, well, you're praising us. Don't praise us, then tell us not to.
Oh man.
Oh, bro.
That was weird. It was a good time though, man. Good time.
Right, quickly, news. We've got 20 minutes.
Are we getting on to the news that we brought?
Yeah, the news that we brought. So if you got anything, just tell me to bring it up. I didn't send anything over.
Sorry. I was going to talk about this. I wanted to speak about this last week, but they've classified hoarding as a disorder, like a mental disorder. You know, you know what hoarding is, right?
Whoring.
Hoarding.
Oh, hoarding as you're getting. Oh.
You thought it's like, oh no, they're out here being sluts because they want to. No.
That's male or female, by the way. That's not just that's
yeah.
Hoarding, the most. I'm not gonna do this. Let Hooper just zoom in on anything that looks like when you.
Yeah. So they've classified it as a disorder now. Like it's the NHS one. So the funny thing
why someone may hoard. Do you know what? I don't give a fuck if this is an actual thing or not. You're just a dirty fucker.
No, you're not a dirty fucker.
Stop fucking leaving your house.
Go to signs of hoarding then. Go down, sorry. Yeah. So, all right, what were you going to say?
Someone who has...
finds it hard has difficulties making decisions. That's a big one.
Making decisions? Oh, right. So am I going to go for cheeseburger?
Nah, but I think it starts off small. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you think, oh, no, I might need this.
But if I come around your house and you one of these people, wanted to be short your life out.
Yeah, but bro, like, how? What does that mean? What does that even like? Sort your life out and you leave. That don't help nobody.
But you better believe next time I come around, I better not be like that.
But you come around and it is. What? You not
Kick
help.
the shit out of you.
It's okay. So I'm gonna find comfort in my pile of rubbish.
But what? I don't get it.
No. Because
And you know what? I might be a bit ignorant on this fact.
No.
like-
I think because you don't suffer from it. So for you.
But I don't suffer from depression, but I understand depression.
Because you've probably experienced more of that and you've seen people with that. So you're.
Do you know what? Can I just pull away from this for a second? This is a perfect example of the government and the NHS just trying to labelise any problem.
No, but I do think.
So wait a minute. So you believe because the NHS said that it's a problem that you now believe it's a mental health issue?
It was a problem. It was a problem.
So you think it's a problem like that, right?
I think it's I'm not saying it's a world scale problem. But
No, but because the government,
if
the
I see
NHS.
forget the NHS. It's just so we're on that website.
Right.
Like, I've seen articles when looking at it that they were talking about it 2 years prior. Do you know what I'm saying? But
What the fuck?
but
Are you taking the piss? Gaming addiction classified as a disorder.
okay, now I get what you're saying. But listen, let me just finish what
No, you're just a fucking sweaty, spotty, fucking virgin who just hasn't been laid. Cause I tell you right now, if you got pussy before, you're not gonna be stuck in the house.
Yeah, but
Don't lie.
I love gaming.
I love gaming, but I'm not out here addicted to do it.
Right, but what class is addiction? Though?
Oh yeah, we'll go.
No,
What-
but no, because
Hooper, bring up what class is an addiction, please.
no, but
No, I'm open for a conversation. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and be rude about it. This is why this works
but
because
that
we're two different people.
stereotype, right?
What stereotype?
Spotty, like you've not got pussy, right? Like I don't think that's a stereotype. Like I would.
Let's not
class
get back to
myself as a gamer.
stereotype. Like last week.
I class myself as a gamer, all right?
Right,
Like,
I'm
I
a gamer,
probably don't
yeah.
but your stereotype don't class us.
Yeah, but I'm not addicted to it. I'm
That's
not
what
talking
saying.
about
That's what I'm saying.
gamers.
I wanna know what class it. Like how many out? Like what
If
is it?
you have an addiction, oh, here we go.
Yeah, addiction is defined as not having control over doing something, taking or using something to the point where it could become harmful to you. Okay, all right then.
No, do you know what that is? That's this.
Internet computers
And mobile phones.
have increased, so
Computers and internet addiction. People may spend hours and days and nights suffering from internet and gaming. Well,
I think there's so many people who are addicted to their phones, right? It's not seen as a problem. Do you know? I used to like days when I never had nothing because no one would call me. I wouldn't have to deal with nobody or nothing. You take a phone away from somebody.
right. So I was at a family.
Yeah.
What?
Oh no, I thought you were gonna say I have it too. There's nothing wrong if you have it.
No, I don't have it. I can leave my phone. I go to my nan and grandma's caravan. They've got no phone signal up there.
Okay, cool.
I love it up there. There's no internet, no fuck all. Barely TV.
Oh yeah, no, I know you. Cause you're on about the like obviously the wilderness and shit. So
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
there's a young family member that I was speaking to the other week, and I said to her, I said, if you knew there was going to be a world war and the internet was going to go down in 4 days, and I had the opportunity to take you away for 4 days and teach you how to survive, without any technology or any electricity, because it was all going to go off in 4 days, would you rather come with me or spend 4 more days on your phone? She's like, I'd rather spend 4 more days on my phone to tell me friends what's going to be happening. I was like, that makes no sense. She said I'd rather do posts. I'd rather put up posts for the next 4 days to tell everyone how much I was happy meeting them and knowing them and shit.
Man, I don't know. It's
Do you know the problem here is? The problem here is this generation. Some of my family members, some of their kids are addicted to gaming because you know why? They've let them do that because they take their food up to them upstairs in front of the game when they're playing like Xbox and stuff. That breeds addiction.
Someone like children are they're slaves to their children, man. You
No.
parents need to know.
No.
Like you were telling me in a job that you do. I don't know if I should know. Anyway, that the girl that come in, she was just being disrespectful to the mum. Proper disrespectful, telling her like,
I told you that was wrong. I told you not to do that.
Yeah.
The kid to the mum.
Like you can't breed that. you can't.
And
It's detrimental to both of you.
Yeah,
do you know
I'm
what
not
saying?
saying you should go around hitting your kids, but I believe that there is some sort. I got a slap around the back of the head when I was a youngster, and it never done me no harm. All I'm saying is I knew the boundaries of what I was and wasn't allowed to do.
But Smee, that's how we learn. I've told my son Nakai, like, I've got a razor, right? And then I've told him don't touch it. 'Cause I see him looking at it. I'm like, hey, listen, don't touch it, right? And then one day he's gonna touch it and he's cut himself. And I said, what did I tell you? If you don't hear, you must feel. In life, that's just real.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like we learn that in nature.
I done the hot fire one. My mom said stay away from the fire because I had a fire guard on, and I wouldn't listen to her. So I went near it and burnt my hand. And she was like, "Told you not to."
Yeah, but you won't
I
do
never
that
went
again.
nowhere.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's why is there this agenda in society to take away that learning process from us? Because that's a learning process.
Because you know what? Everything's got to be saran wrap now.
No.
Everything's got to be
but
bubble wrapped.
See, when we look at it
be.
like that, things like that have made you. This sounds stupid, but it made you survive. Like say we're out in the wild or something like that. The skill to learn from pain, that's what keeps you alive, right?
Yeah.
So why are we taking away opportunities for our children to learn?
No, I know what you're saying.
That doesn't make sense. But the society is doing that to us. So when our children do come up in a work environment and they try to go on how they've been going on, they're gonna have a difficulty because like the way their life at home all up until that point and their work life, it doesn't match. It's not like I can go into work and do what I want. I can't, or I can't treat people in the same way.
No, I agree with what you're saying. Sorry, Hooper, can you bring that video up you just said?
What is this one?
It's about slapping kids. Is it Dr. Phil?
Yeah, give him no. Cause she ain't hit him hard enough.
She needs to slap the shit
You know
out
when
of
you
him.
get a hit and then it makes you shut up. You're like, oh, okay. Why?
Oh shit! See that right there? Even if I'm showing, oh no.
Do you know what my girl?
Can you? Sorry, Hooper. Can you give me the description of this, just so people at home can go YouTube what we're seeing right now?
Do you know what my
Dr. Phil shows kid slaps mum. Must see. It's on William.
Boost the Balding.
Blandin. Is that Blandin? Yeah. Any search. It's just put in the search engine. Dr. Phil shows kids slaps mum. Must see! Exclamation mark.
Do you know what, Lou?
Oh shit!
It's because she allows it. She's allowed it to get to that point. But my girl was telling me, I was arguing with Nakai. She's like, why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why are you entertaining that?
Yeah.
Like you tell him something and it's that.
Yeah.
But I'll be like, no, don't do this. He'd be like, but why? I'd be like, cause you do it. He's like, no. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
just tell
that's
him
it.
it's
Tell
that.
him.
You know what I'm saying? He sounds like the mom. Because you're a child. Shut up. Oh, man.
Oh!
Like, shut up, man. I'm going to smack the fire out you.
Oh!
Do you know what?
Oh, my dears.
Do you know what gets me? Stuff like that gets me angry. I know, yeah, you got to go back again. Let me clear my hair. Oh, man. See, stuff like that makes me want to hit the child, but, like, you can't, like... But in situations like that, you can't jump in it. Like, if they're allowing it, because I'd like to... No. If I saw that, I wouldn't hit the child because it's not my child. But I'd want to, like, say something to the child. But if I'm looking at her mum and she's, like, she's not done nothing, what can you do?
If... I haven't got no words for that.
Because she let that situation.
Let's look at the kid. Look at the kid. He's wearing a pink shirt. He's got man little titties. Like she's allowed him to look like that.
Yeah.
Look at the haircut. Someone fixed his kid's hair. For fuck's sake. She's an enabler. She deserves to get slapped. Let that woman come around my house. I'll slap the shit out.
Do you know the truth? The truth, like. Actually, I don't even know her situation.
Oh shit.
But I think
She looks. I wasn't gonna say it.
I was trying to defend her, but like, I come from a single parent household.
Yeah, so do
and
I.
like, yeah,
Because you would have got to understand, nah, bro. My
I-
mom's getting a stick or something. Someone's gonna get beaten. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right, let's come off this. Right, we got anything else? What were you? What was your thing? Hoarding.
No. Sorry, hoarding. Yeah, we
Hoarding. You're dirty. You just clean your house.
No.
What?
No. What? Because maybe because I've watched series where people do it, and then you think, like, bruv, you can't see the floor, you can't see their bed. They sleep. They're like, oh, you have to sleep on this pile of Now magazines, right? like, and you can see in them that they don't want to live like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But forget hoarding.
They don't want to live like that. So just fucking burn the house down and get the insurance money.
All right. So what do you say when someone's addicted to like heroin or something?
Are you going to take me down this? I will go on this. If you're addicted to heroin right now, right? Go and live in the woods in Scotland.
Man,
Go and live in the woods in Scotland for fucking 1 month. Come off it. You were injecting a toxin into your body that could kill you.
That's not the point. But we all drink.
I stopped drinking for 18 months.
Yeah, but
and I still go to social every once in a while. I'm not addicted to it.
You're not addicted to it, but like
it's gone sideways for you right now. This conversation. I'm not addicted to anything.
Okay, all right then.
And the things I have been addicted to in the past.
Forget that. Let's go. What you said. Go live in Scotland. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you just say before? Let me teach you how to survive. Or you can be on your phone. The girl don't have these skills.
But she's not addicted to anything.
No. Well, she did to her phone. But anyway, you said you had to teach her because you don't know this. How are you going to expect this man to go off there and he doesn't know the skill? Why am I going to go and do something I don't know how to do? Do you know what I'm saying? He don't know how to survive like that.
I have got zero respect
Yeah.
for anybody that allows themselves to get addicted to a situation, whatever it be. Because I am a fond believer.
To success? Oh, I stumped this motherfucker. Let's go on to a movie. Oh, shit. Yeah, but Smee, the way Smee's going on, like if he was that successful, he's gonna keep doing it. See, I got this motherfucker. Yeah.
Let's quickly. I want to know, B, did you bring anything up on the dogs with the umbrella dicks before we finish?
No, I didn't bring anything up on the dogs with the umbrella dicks. I didn't search into it because it was a bit weird. I have to do my searching at work and people come into the office. So like it's a bit weird. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, all I want to see is thanks to everyone that subscribed. We got a couple of subscribers to the YouTube channel off last week. Let me just grab my phone. Hooper, can you just pass me my phone off the front of the TV there? I'm just going to go through the questions off last week before we close it up for the night. Cheers, bro. Thank you. So we had a couple of questions. I'm not going to say who the questions were off. I'm just going to say what we are. Oh, hello. So, So, sorry guys. Oh. So the first one we got was, where are you from? Well, B, do you want to hit this one off?
Elaborate.
It just says where are you from. I just put back. I'm myself from the northeast. Steph's from B's from London.
Yeah.
But we shoot. I live in Birmingham now. B comes up to shoot the podcast in Birmingham.
So yeah,
whereabouts in London?
Born in Croydon. Lived there for most of my life still.
Yeah.
Yeah, Croydon. We're in
Gateshead.
Okay, there.
Yep, that's about that. Next one was, is there any other content coming, or is it just the podcast? We're working on other things at the moment. We're working on stuff for the YouTube channel.
We've got a series coming, but I think you'll see it when it comes
Yeah,
out.
we're gonna leave the series until it drops. We're gonna record all the episodes and then we're gonna launch them up on YouTube, so you'll be able to get them. There'll be a weekly series coming out. So yeah, just watch this space. What's your take on Robotnik bitches?
What?
Now, I know who this is from, and you know who this is from. Now, if you don't know, I'm just going to come out of that now. If you don't know what Robotnik bitches are, so I don't know if you've seen, but there was these sex dolls that have came out, and these sex dolls look like live women.
Yeah.
Very fine live women, I'm not going to lie. But at the end of the day, they are just latex, right? They're just rubber. And a friend of ours said to me, please put the Holly and Phil meet. They said, oh my God, look at these.
See your reaction from that. Like,
but I'm not seeing it in a way like, oh, look at these, they're fit. Like, look at the way they stand. It looks, it's not good.
They're set up. But like, what I was trying to say, because our friend is on them, and then he slightly swayed me over. Like,
bro. Do you know what picture I keep seeing? See the one in the hoodie on the bottom? That's the one I keep seeing.
Yeah, the hoodie one.
That one. That's just too much.
This is not good.
To the camel toe.
This is not good.
Right, listen, a comment from us. A comment is, what happens when they start putting artificial intelligence into... What the hell is this one here?
Which one?
The one with the hoodie?
That's the hoodie one from the back.
Get him off the screen. See the one with the red line underneath?
Yeah, that's the hoodie one from the back.
What is this?
Oh, man.
All I'm saying is they're going to start putting artificial intelligence inside these soon. Let me tell anybody right now, if you haven't watched Westworld, go and watch Westworld Series 2, right? And then let me know the way that you feel about these artificial intelligent robot bitches. That's all I'm going to say.
All I want to say, I've not seen Westworld, right? But I believe in Westworld. Actually, I've seen the first episode, right? And I believe they're like on version 8.5 or something, right?
Yeah, look, even the Channel 4 series Humans.
What you need to do, don't get your...
Yeah, Humans.
Oh no, humans are a good
right,
series.
we are gonna get an artificial intelligence expert on either via Skype or we're gonna get him in for a podcast.
Yeah.
Not just to talk about the robot bitches.
But just in general.
Just in general, we want to talk about AI anyway.
Yeah, in the state of AI.
And we want to know where it's going to go in the future. Obviously, we can watch as many YouTubers as we want, but until we get someone on the podcast to speak to somebody. And we will be coming to the whole sex robot thing. Yeah. So, B, you got anything else to hit on?
No, just we're on Twitter. Find us, Don't Drown. I think I'm going to change the name to DD.
Instagram's Don't Drown.
Sorry.
Don't Drown. Full stop. 2010.
Yeah.
Facebook's Don't Drown. YouTube channel comes up as Don't Drown. If you can't find it, put Don't Drown. Don't Drown, separate words, and then 001.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to find us through the channel that way.
Yeah. Check out last week's. Watch this week's.
Comment, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe right down here somewhere. Is it over there somewhere?
Yeah.
Just subscribe over there. Subscribe.
Leave a comment. Leave a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, comment. Any questions or queries, we'll answer them on the next show. And just remember, when you're out there,
don't drown.